This is the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, former TNA X Division champion and former TNA World Tag Team champion, and you are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Enjoy.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 30 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. Dallas, last week's episode wasn't really all that memorable for the first about hour and 49 minutes. But the last 3 minutes of it were pretty decent. And then we got a shocking debut. No, I'm not talking about Nikita Koloff, who Dallas was like, I don't even know who that is.
Hey, that's not true.
But rather, I'm talking about Sunday Night Heat mainstay, Raven.
Oh. Why do you gotta say it like that, man? Come on. I'm hype. Raven is here. One of my favorite wrestlers. And then you say the Sunday Night Heat mainstay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what am I going to former ECW World Champion, WCW US Champion, WCW Tag Champion? No. You got to go with the most recent thing. And the most recent thing was that he was feuding with Tommy Dreamer and Jeff Hardy on Sunday Night Heat.
Hey, those aren't too bad people for Raven to be feuding with, so that's not too bad, actually.
Yeah.
Except that it's on Heat.
Hey, well, you know what? Sunday Night Heat is not that bad. It's just the C-level show on WWE. So it could be worse. He could be in TNA. Oh, wait a minute. Now he is.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'd like to point out that I really like Raven, and like when he feuds with Jeff Hardy in, what is it, 2004, 2005? I think it's 2005.
2005, yeah.
I'm fucking for it, man. They have a tables match in a steel cage. Spoiler. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So screw your Sunday Night Heat bullshit. Raven is awesome, and I can't wait to tell lots of Raven stories through his tenure here in TNA.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm joking.
I know.
I enjoy Raven as well quite a bit. And I know that for TNA at least, probably from here until, well, I would say even arguably the entire time is there, but really from now until about the end of 2005, I really enjoy his stuff. When it gets into like 2006 and Serotonin.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I'm
ready.
Okay, so you love all that stuff. I'm not really a fan of it. I do like when he comes back, and I don't know what year it was. It all blends together after like 07 for me for TNA, but when he's with Dr. Stevie and he's feuding with like Abyss and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be primed for a lot of bloodshed, thumbtacks, barbed wire, stuff like that for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and before someone like sends a comment or something and like, no, I agree with Bob, Serotonin sucked. Maybe I just don't remember it that well, but I think it's just my bias of really, really enjoying Raven, and he does weird shit. So like, I'm all for anything he does, and I'm glad you just brought up with Dr. Stevie, because when he came back on that, I remember popping big, and I was like, holy shit, Raven's back, and like, just everything about that story I thought was really awesome too. So I'm ready for some Raven.
I want to say Serotonin was like late 06. I don't remember. I'll look it up during the show or whatever, or even as you're doing notes or something. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long he is in TNA in like 07.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, I feel like, honestly, like, I feel like 2005 I can separate pretty well. After that, it's kind of all in one for me. And maybe that's just because I didn't watch it as, like, religiously. And mind you, I didn't really in 2005. I've seen a lot of stuff from 2005. So
yeah,
it kind of all just blurs together to me. I just really like it. So that's probably part of that reason too.
So I'm just looking it up now. So he's in TNA in 2007 for I guess really off and on from May till the end of the year. And then he's not there at all in 2008. Comes back in 2009. He's also there for a little bit in 2010. And then 2010 appears to be the last time he's there in a wrestling capacity. Yeah.
Yep.
Serotonin for sure appears to be 2006. Maybe I'm wrong on that. When the hell did he do that?
Was it that short that it just blends in somewhere and we can't put a date
when
to it?
When the hell? Because I know it's him, Kazarian, and Johnny Devine.
Yeah. And it's like a really is I don't know. There's something about that group.
I would think that they teamed together. Like I went to all of his matches for 2007. And there's nothing.
So you can't really like even Google it because you Google it and they tie in Serotonin.
Oh, here it is. 2007.
Yeah. So I was just gonna say it does say when I typed it in, it said they disbanded in 2007. Mind you, this reference when you Google Raven Serotonin, it says they debuted in 1995, which is not accurate. It's because they're combining all of his groups is one thing,
right?
In that specific part. Oh yeah, and Matt Bentley was also
Matt Bentley. Okay.
Oh yeah, so look at it. It says right here on November 16th, 2006 edition of Impact, they appeared. Kazarian, Matt Bentley, and Johnny Devine appeared drastically changed appearances, and they called themselves the New Movement later through a series of vignettes revealed to be Serotonin.
Well, here's the funny thing. I was looking through Raven's stuff. Apparently, the first one I didn't look through it very closely, but I didn't even know that he had a match with Kazarian at Hard Justice 2007. There is quite a bit of stuff that I am not aware of for TNA from. I was pretty familiar till like 06. So apparently from 2007 until probably modern day, I don't know much of what's going on at TNA.
That's pretty funny. Sounds like we got to hit that fast forward button. We got to get going.
I'll just say, I mean, that's going to be pretty cool when we eventually get to that era.
Well,
I'm looking forward to when we actually have to cover Impact. I'll have to end up getting the app for that part, but that will be fun to do.
Well, yeah, I'm in general, I'm just excited from here on out, but especially like you said, Impact. I know we got some time before that, but we got some good stuff coming up here in 2003, which is good. I think that if 2002 was even worse than it was, and we were just feeling really down, like, I don't know, 1995 WWF or something, then Raven coming in has finally he's the light in the tunnel, and I'm ready. But I didn't think it's been that awful of a journey so far.
Well, we wouldn't be lunatics to be doing TNA 02 and WWF 95. I mean, no one in their right mind would do that at the same time, right?
No, not if you want to, not lose your fucking mind.
Right. Oh, wait a minute. That's exactly what we do.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's crazy.
Well, anyways, Bob, let's get right into it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's talk about the show last week, and not a ton of super exciting new news, but Dave has a lot of interesting notes about last week's show and some stuff kind of moving forward as well. So we'll kind of do that here. So he does say that we had a significant increase in responses from the pay-per-view on January 22nd. So once again, here we are. Generally, when people are enjoying something or if they really hate something, they tend to vote more. So last week, we did not like the show. We said it was boring as shit. And realistically, the best part was the last 10 minutes when Raven essentially came out and stole the NWA Heavyweight title. Right. So what do you think the Observer readers thought of the show?
I'll say they did not. Oh, well, if there's a lot, then I'm going to say at least thumbs in the middle.
So it was actually thumbs up, believe it or not, which is actually kind of shocking to me because it was not a thumbs up show. But 52.9% of people, or a whopping 37, voted thumbs up. 20 people gave it a thumbs down at 28.6%, and 13 in the middle, or 18.6%, Now, Dave does mention that the increase was mainly due to people from Australia looking at it for the first time. So he thinks
Okay.
that. Remember, they pretended that Jeremy Borash was in Australia and he wasn't. He was in the.
But
ring.
he was in the arena. Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. Now, he does also mention that the live attendance, largely attributed to a big snowstorm that came through, was down to about 750, which I think we did mention, from the close to packed house before, even when it's 75% papered over the previous 2 weeks. So because of some weather, they were down. So that's good to know that the attendance wasn't down necessarily because people didn't want to come, it seems. Although we'll see if this week's increases or not.
Well, a snowstorm in Tennessee?
Well, so we've mentioned it before. Me and Bob are from the Northeast. Snow is like nothing here. You get 2 feet of snow, you're still going to work, you're still going to school. Tennessee, if they get a snowstorm, they're probably shutting that shit down.
I would imagine, yeah, I guess.
So in that case, you got 2 inches on the ground. Oh shit, we don't have a snow plow. We don't have snow tires. There's nothing we can do. And maybe I'm wrong. If anyone listening in Tennessee and would like to point out how wrong I am about that, please let me know. But I feel like when you dip below like Pennsylvania, New Jersey, like you're getting into the areas of like we can't handle a lot of snow. We can handle some, but not a lot.
Right.
So who knows?
No, that's interesting. I mean, probably like a dusting will send them into a panic.
Oh, it could, for sure. So last week, of course, Vince Russo got to choose all the challengers for all the titles and such. So out of all the wonderful matches that we saw last week, which do you think was the best match that we saw on the card? Well, voted by the readers, of course.
Yeah, so I would say probably your only options would be the 6-man tag where Red and the SATs fought Young, Ying, and Shark Boy, or the tag team title match of AMW against Skipper and Loki. So I'm going to say that the tag team title match was voted the best match.
Yes, it was. And it wasn't a bad match, and it's also probably because of the title change, realistically, if you ask me. But yeah, 36 people voted that one first, and that 6-man tag was second with 10 votes. So not a whole lot, but nonetheless. Out of the worst match, now we saw a lot of crap, to put it bluntly, I think, last week. But what was the worst? I think that this one might be pretty obvious, actually.
Well, I don't know if it's the main event, the 3-on-1 handicap match, or if it's Flair and Sanders against Lynn and Killings. I'm going to say it was Flair and Sanders against Lynn and Killings.
Nope. It was the X Division title match when Sonny Siaki defended against Athena and Chris Vaughn.
Okay, so I didn't say that one because I figured people would know that the intent of that was not to be a good match. The intent was that to get heat on Siaki for getting easy opponents.
Well, you would think so. But 28 people said that was the worst match. Now, in second place, it was Ashley Hudson versus Jorge Estrada with 15 votes.
Okay.
So I agree with the other ones you said as well. But this is an interesting point to bring up of, like, you would think that like, they would know that it's just like a heat magnet match.
Right.
But I believe, I don't have it pulled up right now, so I can't check myself. And I think either last week or the week before, I forgot to go through what they thought were the best matches. Not that it's not detrimental to the show, but at one point they voted like Mike Tenay versus Vince Russo, and Dave wrote, but it was an interview. Like, people voted for the interview as like the worst match or best match or something like that. And I was like, what?
They voted for a segment as either the best or worst match of the night?
Yeah. Doesn't that make no sense at all?
I mean, if you're looking at it from a confrontation standpoint, I guess. I don't know.
I just thought it was...
why they would do that.
Well, me either. And that's what I think was weird. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it was for last week. So it was supposed to be on last week's show, so it was from 2 shows ago, and it says for the best match they voted Killings and Styles that week, and then TNA and Russo, and he says which wasn't a match, got 10 votes. So I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't.
Well, I think the TNA Russo feud is clearly a draw.
If people
on TNA television.
Yeah, and I think it's been super entertaining. But to vote for a match when it was literally a sit down pre-tape interview, it wasn't even live in the ring where like they even got physical.
No, I think it's very clear to me that Mike Tenay needs to have a wrestling match.
Oh yeah, it's got to be against Jarrett or Russo or something. We got to do something here.
I would say Tenay against Russo.
Why not? It'd be a shit show, but I'd watch it.
I would watch it too.
I think it'd be worth it.
And judging by what they're doing, that seems like the natural progression.
Well, you would think so, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem with the authority figures.
Just picture Mike Tenay in tights.
He'd probably he'd wrestle in like what Mean Gene, his like workout outfit, like a headband.
Right. But I'm saying like trunks.
No, I don't want to. That's why I'm
Stone
avoiding
Cold,
that.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin trunks.
No, I'm avoiding that. So anyway, so I mentioned that the increase of people due to Australia finally getting a look at the show. Yeah. Now, there's a note here that's pretty interesting about the Australia pay-per-view deal. So Dave writes, as it turns out, according to the TV listings in Australia and the press release that Main Event Pay-Per-View from Australia sent out, the show will not be airing weekly, as those in TNA had presumed, but will only air once a month, which is going to make it very difficult for Australian viewers to follow the storylines.
Excuse me. Yeah, I thought, wasn't that made clear, like, almost from the beginning? For an international deal, that it was like the last the last Wednesday of every month or something like that?
Yeah, I'm having trouble remembering exactly which international deal that was, but we have discussed that before. But I believe it was either last week or the week prior where it was like, yeah, we're going to be airing live weekly in Australia. I was like, oh. So it was reported at some point, even though it's not, like TNA reported it, even though it's not factual. Essentially, is what I'm kind of getting from this. So we've definitely discussed it before. I'm just having a hard time remembering it
because it was definitely mentioned.
Yeah, so it's not the only one, or it has been said, and it's just being reiterated now because now things like the actual pay-per-view company is sending this stuff out.
Well, honestly, if I was TNA, I would build up my pay-per-views for the last one of the month to be the bigger of the, 4, sometimes 5, I guess, in a month.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, and that could work out maybe, but
who knows? I mean, I guess for a while we weren't even showing replays of what happened last week. Now at least we open with that. So if they are only getting one a month, maybe they'll have a little bit of context at least.
Right. So the first one was last week.
Right? The first one in Australia, technically, yeah.
Right. So that means when would the next one be? End of February?
I guess it depends. I don't know if they're going to sticking to the same like week of that month, or if it's just going to be like randomly once a month that they're going to air. Because if that's the case, they're going to be in trouble.
Okay, so let's say the next one is on February 19th, because that's the 4th.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the next one. I would be interested to see how many recap videos we get, because if they're aware of that,
that's maybe a good point.
They're going to be loading up on the recaps and highlight videos to kind of educate the fans on what's going on.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
So into some notes about last week that I thought were interesting that he pointed out, or just stuff I wanted to bring up here. He mentions, obviously, the big angle on the show came at the finish, which he says, after Stone Cold Jeff Jarrett had retained the NWA title in a 4-way battle royal rules over, obviously, Don Harris, Daniels, and BG James. Now, he does mention here that Don Harris did get cut open the hard way. So when he was bleeding out of his eye, or near his eye, when Jeff Jarrett hit him with the chair. That was he didn't blade that. That was hard way.
Yeah.
Of course, we know Raven ran in, DDT'd Jarrett, and took the belt. So he mentions that this obviously sets up a feud between the two of them, which, of course, I'm very curious to see where that's going, though, nonetheless. I think it should be fun. We know that Skipper and Low-Key won the titles over Harrison Storm. Now he mentions that the bout had its rough spots, but was overall okay for the first 12 minutes. It says it went 15 minutes and 18 seconds. And then he says, not sure how it happened, but the crowd, which wasn't hot all night compared to previous weeks, suddenly died. And I think this was a good point, because I feel like that could have even played into the part of us not enjoying the show, because the crowd was dead. I mean, I feel like they weren't into the show at all last week.
No, I agree with you. Wasn't that tag match? Weren't there like so many awkward spots that they didn't know what to do?
Yes, we pointed out that it was definitely not what we were expecting.
Right.
Yeah, it was definitely like I don't know if it was like a learning curve of like, hey, none of us have been in the ring together, so we have no chemistry or what it was. But something was up with that match last week, I thought.
No, it for sure was. They would just do random things, and timing was off. And even sending people into the ropes came across weird.
Yeah. So he points out that we had a lot of appearances by old-time stars, and we had that Piper's taped interview, which made no sense. And he did it from a ring at Portland Wrestling and made a reference to WB32 and Frank, in quotes, which is promoter Frank Culbertson. I said his last name right. You know how I am with that, though. But right. That almost nobody would have understood this reference, by the way. Actually, the main comment after was that nobody understood what he was talking about, but he did have intensity, and he did talk about Owen Hart again. At one point, he said he'd never go to Nashville. At another, acted like he may show up again, but would never take any money for doing so. He brought up Junkyard Dog and Kerry Von Erich as well. If you were judging the promo by wrestling standards, you would think that Piper would be sending wrestlers from Portland Wrestling to take care of Russo, but there's probably little to that. It said that the Jarretts would be interested in a monster from Portland Wrestling coming in, but there's nobody on that show who would even come close to fitting that role. So, which is a really good point, because it definitely made it seem like Piper's coming back. He's coming, or he's sending someone. I definitely got that vibe from it as well. And it was kind of like, hey, why did we just see that promo? Like, it just was odd, out of the ordinary, you know?
It felt like he was bringing his own group of people in to combat Sex. So you'd have almost 4 groups. You'd have Sex, Team NWA, the New Church, and then Piper's random group from Portland.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Which I think would kind of be excessive to that point, but
well, yeah, at that point, why is there anyone in the group? But
yeah,
whatever. Of course, we know Dusty Rhodes. He keeps cutting these super long promos. Well, he did another one last week, if you recall, with his past history with Nikita Koloff, who Dave says is now 43 and hasn't wrestled in probably 10 years and isn't considering wrestling again, so is just being used to walk into the ring and do little.
I'm surprised that Nikita Koloff is only 43.
Well, there you go.
And in 2003, that is legitimately surprising, because that's AJ Styles now.
Yeah, essentially.
Or pretty close to it.
Pretty close, yeah.
So wow,
it's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, that is pretty shocking.
Now we made the comments last week because they had the Pro Wrestling Illustrated with Rhodes and Koloff on the cover, right? And we were like, what? Because they said they got it from a fan.
There's no way.
You won't believe who the fan is. This cover of this magazine was brought to the show by former wrestler Rick Michaels, who, knowing both were going to be there, wanted them to autograph it.
Really?
Yeah, and which I think it's not funny, because they were fucking rolling it up and like fucking bending it.
I know, yeah.
So it wasn't even like a gimmick. It was literally Rick Michaels' magazine, and he wanted him to sign it for him.
I think it was signed.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Okay.
So that's what makes it even worse. They already signed it, and then they're crumpling it up.
Yeah, Don West just has it, like, ready to hit it over the head of somebody.
Exactly. He does also mention here that it should be noted that while Rhodes got a great babyface reaction and he always will, that Koloff got zero reaction. Like, nobody even knows who he is.
Dallas.
Okay, I know who he is, Bob, but this is what I'm kind of saying. It's like he took off the mask, and I was like, wait a second. Like, what? And then they said it, and I was like, oh, yeah, I know Nikita Koloff. But I didn't know, like, chubby old man Nikita Koloff, I guess.
What's your favorite Nikita Koloff match?
The one we'll probably see in the next couple weeks.
Wow, okay. See, now, for a lot of old school wrestling fans, you just pissed them off hardcore with that fucking
Well,
thing.
I'm really sorry. Okay?
You need to educate yourself. That's what you gotta do.
Wow.
Go on the network, watch some 80s NWA, and
Oh my God.
just smarten yourself up.
Listen, it's not for everyone. That's all I'm gonna say.
There's not 80s NWA is not bad.
Okay, I'll try it out. You tell me a show, I'll try it out, okay?
You're ridiculous.
I'm sure I've seen something at some point, but who knows? Anyways,
You wanna know what my favorite Harley race match is? One against Junkyard Dog in the WWF. That will piss people off. They'll be like, not Flair.
are you lying?
Yeah,
That's gotta be.
I don't even know if he fought Junkyard Dog.
I was gonna say that sounds too random to be realistic, but anyway. And then the last note, I think it's the last note from last week here, is that of course Russo says he has told Koloff to join him in 2003 instead of going back to 1960. Koloff teased he joined Rhodes, but instead beat him up. It was such a beating that just minutes later, Rhodes was fine and went into the heel locker room where virtually every heel in the company ran into his elbow.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
They either ran into it or they stood in the corner just shocked, like he was in there. They didn't do anything.
No, that was
that was bad. That was bad.
Yeah. On to some new news, though. Apparently, Tony Schiavone was scheduled to start this week to feud with Mike Tenay. Mark Madden has also been talked about in that role. He says, thank God Russo was never buddies with Bill Mercer, who I don't know if I know who that is, though, to be honest with you. But
I don't know if I know who that is either.
But he makes that reference, so someone will hopefully get a kick out of that. But yeah, Tony Schiavone was apparently supposed to be starting this week. We'll find out what happens there.
Right.
Larry Zbyszko, who moved very well for being somewhere in around 50, Dave says, lost to Styles. Now, the long-term plan is for them to wrestle again on the February 5th show in a bout where Styles has to beat Zbyszko twice in 10 minutes.
What? He already beat him.
Well, he's got to beat him twice.
What? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
It'd be different if he didn't beat him at all, but he already did it.
Yeah, it's done. It's over.
Yeah. That's a crazy thing. Okay. So the logic there is Zbyszko loses to him and he's like, oh, I bet you can't beat me twice in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, okay, but I already did beat you.
I already beat you, and it was probably shorter than 10 minutes.
I mean, close to it, I would imagine, yeah.
Let's see, do I got a number for you here? Yeah, it's 5:49.
So, oh my God. Well, there you go.
So it really doesn't make sense.
None whatsoever.
Yeah. It's also said here, not about Zbyszko, we're past that now, in a very weird deal that only Piper will understand. As part of his deal for doing that taped interview, he wanted TNA to plug his Piper Vision. It must have been like some kind of video series he did or something, I'm guessing. However, he said he didn't want them to plug his website that the Piper Vision is on because he felt like it would come off like a commercial.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
Hey guys, can you promote this thing that I'm doing, but then not promote where you can see it or buy it?
Yeah,
because then it sounds too much like a promotion. Well, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
That's like me going on another podcast. Being like, yeah, I do a TNA podcast. Oh, what's the name of it? I don't want to tell you because then it sounds like I'm plugging it.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it is. It's silly.
That's such a wrestling thing to do.
I know it is.
Because wouldn't like Hulk Hogan go on like news shows and they'd be like, oh, so what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this wrestling thing. And then they'd be like, oh, what network is it on? Oh, it's on like Spike. Oh, what's the name of it? It's just like a wrestling thing. he wouldn't say it. He wouldn't say TNA wrestling. He's like, oh, you know.
I'm just doing wrestling.
I'm just doing something.
Google me.
Yeah, Google it. Just find it on your TV guide. You know, whatever. It's like, Hulk, the TV guy doesn't even exist anymore. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Now, in the past here, Bob, in TNA, we've seen a bunch of different things happen, right? We saw Mr. Wrestling 2 come in. Or was it 3? 3. We saw Mr. Wrestling 3. We saw Mr. Wrestling 4 come in. Mm-hmm. Now, I kind of just slipped up, but last week, Mr. Wrestling 2, Johnny Walker was backstage before the show because he was driving through Nashville, but he left long before the show started.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of ruined my joke, but
that's all right. I wonder if we'll get a Mr. Wrestling 5.
I'd be shocked if we didn't. But,
I wish they would continue that trend. So, like, even here in they'd be like, Mr. Wrestling 35 showed up. What the hell?
Every couple weeks, there's just a new one.
Yeah.
The same mask and hoodie. And my last note here, besides a note that kind of ties into the independent news that I guess I'll just say after this. So I guess I have 2 notes left. It's a funny Hawk story, Road Warrior Hawk.
Oh boy!
So he was talked with about if he was serious about his newfound religion, which is is the direction of many 80 stars, from both of the Road Warriors, DiBiase, Blanchard, Terry Taylor, Nikita Koloff, Jake Roberts, Hector Guerrero, Sting, Brian Blair, Tatanka, Shawn Michaels, and Greg Valentine.
Jesus Christ! Is that everybody? What the hell?
I don't know. That's why I had to read the list because it's funny. And if he was taking it seriously, how could he work for a company that features swearing and tearing clothes off women? And Dave says he thinks his response was, "That's a good question."
It is a good question.
Yeah. In my final note here, like I said, it kind of ties into some independent news. So me and Bob talked off air, and we can't find anything about this show except what Dave has listed. So I'm just going to read the paragraph he wrote about it. I'm not going to read the whole results from the show because he kind of covers all we need to know here. But he mentions a lot of TNA stars appeared on a show for Chris Farrell and NASCAR driver Hermie Sadler, who we all know very well, in January 24th in Norfolk and on January 25th in Emporia, Kansas. He says the first night drew about 450 fans, with Jarrett going over BG James in the main event, with Ricky Steamboat as referee. Reports are that the two did almost nothing in the ring, but fans enjoyed it. Also on the tour,
they did almost nothing, and the fans were like, "This is still pretty solid,
pretty good." Wow. I guess if you don't get a lot of stars around, what do you want?
Well, you know what? If that's the expectation, and fans are just like, all right. What a great gig.
Well, for sure.
That's amazing.
Also on the tour was Ron Killings, Francine, Sadler, Taylor Vaughn, Siaki, Estrada, Road Warrior Animal, Buff Bagwell, Norman Smiley, and Chris Harrison, James Storm. He says, as usual, Harrison Storm had the best match of the show with the hot shots. Also appearing were Bob Armstrong in a commissioner role, and apparently Big Boss Man was there as well.
Really?
That's what it says. No shows were Hawk air travel problems, it says, so he no-showed because he couldn't get there. Easy Money, Kid Kash, and Kurt Hennig all no-showed, which we'll eventually read that news. The second night drew 400 with Sadler over Killings as the main event. Animal and Jarrett didn't work the second night, nor did Bossman, but Steamboat reffed the Sadler Killings main event, and Armstrong was there in the commissioner role again. Ricky Morton also worked the second night and didn't get much of a reaction. They were advertised a match with Rock and Roll Express versus Midnight Express on that show, but it ended up with Morton versus the Russian Assassin, or Chuck Coates.
Okay.
And that, I think that pretty much covers the TNA talent that was on that show. Siaki did defend the X Division title against Jorge Estrada, and he won. So I think that was probably the most notable thing I saw on this show. But very interesting because, as I mentioned to Bob also off air, that one of these shows in the Observer was listed as an NWA-TNA show, but it's not. So
it's more like, by the sounds of it, it's more like in conjunction with.
Absolutely. Because, almost every match has TNA talent on it, which I think is very interesting.
Yeah.
But that is all I have for news and notes this week. So, Bob, what do you have for independent news before we talk a little explosion before getting into the show?
Well, there's not a whole lot. There's only 3 guys that did anything, largely probably because of the show that you mentioned that is not even referenced on Cage Match. So Jerry Lynn, one of the regulars for this segment, he defeated Chris Hero on January 24th at IWA Mid-South's 300th show. AJ Styles won and lost the IWR King of the Indies title to Nate Matson on January 25th for IWR. Now, Nate Madsen, if you're looking to maybe look him up, is N and then the number 8, Matson.
Okay.
Nate Matson.
Creative. Early 2000s right there.
That's some good shit. And then Kid Kash, the last one here, he lost to Delirious on January 25th for GCW. But that's all there is for indie notes this week.
Wow, nice and short there.
Yeah.
What was it last week? We had a super long one, so I think we were probably due for a little bit of a shorter one. Kind of mixing it up.
Yeah, I mean, now with Raven coming into, I know it's like starting in March, he's like all over the fucking place, so that'll be fun.
That's okay.
I know it's okay with you because you have a hard on for him already. So,
well, what can I say? I do love me some Raven. Now, there was an episode of Explosion taped on the show that we're about to watch, January 29, 2003, and it aired on February 1st, 2003. And there were 2 matches, and that was Matt Vandal and Mike Preston defeating Killer Kyle and Spider with a Y. It's kind of fun.
I wonder if Killer Kyle is the same guy from Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Let me see. I can type it. I can type in his name here and is that Smoky Mountain? I had to click on it because I don't know if it is. Oh, it is.
Wow.
Yep, it sure is, Bob.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
That's great.
Good for that guy. Eric Andrews defeated Jason B. And it's Eric with an A. Arrick. Eric Andrews. Now, there were 2 other dark matches that don't appear to be listed as explosion matches, though. And Dave reported this. So it's Bulldog Leduc. I don't know. It's Bulldog Leduc. The douche. I don't know.
Leduc. Okay.
I'm done. Bulldog defeated Salvatore Renario.
Yeah, Renario. Yeah.
Okay. And Tenacious Z defeated Truth Martini.
Wait a minute. Say that. What was it?
Tenacious Z defeated Truth Martini.
Okay, so it's 2 different matches.
Yes.
Okay. So Truth Martini, obviously, we know from like Ring of Honor.
Yep.
House of Truth. You know who Tenacious Z is, correct?
You know, the name sounded so familiar, and I didn't look it up because I knew you were going to probably ask about one of these names, but I should have looked it up. So no, I don't.
You don't know?
Off the top of my head, I don't. I know the name Tenacious Z though.
Should I just tell you?
Yeah, just tell me.
It's Zach Gowen.
Oh yeah, I should have known that.
Yeah, you should have known that.
Yeah, I definitely should have known that.
It's pretty embarrassing.
I pretty much do that every week when I'm with like the living wrestling encyclopedia here on the show.
Whatever. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's all I got. I'm ready to get into the show. And if Raven isn't on the show, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, I can tell you right now he is. All right, so here we go. I'm going to count down from 5, and then we're going to watch the show. If you want to watch along, upload your Impact Plus app through Fight TV. Don't get the actual thing because it still doesn't work for Dallas, and he's pissed. He had to get a refund through PayPal.
Yeah, hear about that story last week.
Yeah, or you can get, maybe you find it in your personal collection. Maybe it's even on YouTube. I don't fucking know. But I know I have it. So here we go. I'm going to count down from 5. And when I say play, hit the play button. And hopefully we'll have a better experience than last week. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Well, we're starting off strong with... Is this Triple XL coming out now? Or nope, it looks like it's a replay from last week. So now they're showing America's Most Wanted. That's kind of weird.
I like how we're 13 seconds in and Dallas can't tell between live and a video recap.
Okay, the truth is I was kind of playing dumb. I knew it was a recap. But...
I really doubt it.
No, when I played it earlier, when I loaded this up, I saw it was a recap. Okay. Anyways, As the recap is playing, I got good news,
Is this
Bob.
is this match live right now? Because
Is
this
happening?
crazy
Are they
action.
coming out? To be fair, it was playing the sex theme song, and they were walking out. They easily could have been them coming out.
Yeah, okay. Way to cover it up. What's your good news though?
I have good news. We are back to 1,000 in attendance this week, so we did go back up from the 750 last week.
Oh, that's good.
That's my good news. Well, we did just a replay of Triple X winning the tag team titles.
Yeah, and Daniels was looking really happy about it. He had a crazed look on his face there.
Why is there a small child in the front row?
Don't worry about it.
That seems like a really bad idea.
Don't worry about it.
Are you ready for 2 hours of total nonstop action? Or if I had to take a guess, they're going to hold up signs that say the total nonstop action is stopped.
Right. It's usually an hour and 53 minutes or something. So.
Well, there's also just a grandma in the front row, and then someone who looked like he just raided the U.S. Capitol.
Yeah.
So we're off to a really great start here.
Oh, if you hear the music.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. And we
yeah.
have Raven up in the balcony here. You know what? This
Bob,
motherfucker.
Last week, Bob goes, "What's the chance Raven's going to come out and say possession is 9/10 of the law?"
Yeah.
And literally, his first word out of his mouth is that.
Fucking joke. Oh, he's going through the guys that have held the title prior with honor, like Dory Funk and Jack Briscoe and Harley Race.
No. And he says Jeff Jarrett doesn't seem to get it. Now he's looking ready to fight right now. Like he's full gear.
Yeah, he also looks in like great shape.
Yeah.
I don't think I even realized that in WWE that he was in this good a shape.
That's a good point.
Oh, they're all degenerates.
We are all degenerates. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I really don't know, because I didn't really watch a lot of Heat, especially, in 2003. Was Raven wearing the skirt in WWF?
Yes.
He did?
Yeah. It was, I think it was like all black.
Okay.
I think. But he was wearing the skirt.
He just said he's going to urinate in your bone marrow and he's going to rip out your neck and use it for a latrine. Wow. He's getting pretty nasty here.
This guy's lovely. I'd like to hang out with him. Let me, I'm going to look it up. I'm pretty sure that he did. Because he kind of eliminated the jean short look.
Welcome to Raven Clockwork Orange House of Fun. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And he taunts. And holy shit.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett came out of nowhere with a trash can.
And he's wearing the leather jacket, so he's serious.
Yeah.
Raven rolls into the ring. Is Jarrett still swinging a garbage can at him?
This is a good start to the show, I would say.
This is an awesome start to the show. Throws the garbage can at Raven, who's laying on the floor now. Jeff Jarrett is wearing his best Hogan 2000 outfit with the white cutoff like shirt and black tight Jeep pants.
Yeah, so Raven was definitely wearing the skirt.
Okay. I see. I didn't know that. I thought it was kind of a TNA like thing that he just started doing.
No. I don't know when he switched from the jean look, but it's definitely.
Okay, so Jarrett threw a table into the ring and then walked over, broke a chair first, and then hit Raven with the broken chair because it wasn't folding right. And now Raven's back in the ring, swings the garbage can back at Raven. Raven's getting his ass kicked by Stone Cold Jeff Jarrett right now.
Oh, he's got the belt back. Thank God. He didn't have it for 6 whole days. Oh, he hits him in the forehead again. Now, how is Raven not bleeding from all this?
Well, give it a minute. No, he's not.
Percy Pringle got his head rammed into the ring steps and he was bleeding profusely. This guy's taken 17 headshots. and he's not bleeding yet.
I'm not loving that they're literally making Raven look like a jabroni right now.
Well, he was attacked from behind.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fine. But
You know what? I probably would have tried to avoid a physical interaction between these two already. To this extent.
oh, Russo's out.
Well, Russo tried to trip him. He missed his leg. Now he's holding him. Oh.
It's.
Oh no! What is he doing? Okay.
Oh, that almost got bad. He just suplexed him through the table from the top there, and Raven looked like he almost hit his back on the edge of the table almost.
Yeah, it looked like it was too close to the corner.
Yep. Don't worry, Russo's got the belt though.
Thank God.
And here comes America's Most Wanted, Jerry Lynn and Ron Killings.
Yeah, I like how they waited that long to come. I mean, I know Jarrett was in control, but that always blows my mind whenever a babyface is getting their ass kicked and it takes these guys forever to get down there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point.
You know what? It says something for Jeff Jarrett to be left laying after one move.
Well, that's a good point too.
Because Raven took, like I said, about probably 20 headshots. Jarrett goes through one table and he has to get help to the back. Yeah, okay. That was kind of funny. TNA tries to keep the excitement going to, hey, we gotta go backstage to Goldilocks and Jorge Estrada.
Yeah. Now his hair is much lower. Oh. He's saying Russo offered him a job?
Wow. Desperation.
Yeah, Goldie says it's desperation. And he's not doing any Elvis gimmick right now. He's not talking funny. He's just kind of being himself.
I never noticed, but he has like a major scar on his left shoulder.
Yep.
So Jorge Estrada might be going to the Sports Entertainment Extreme.
Kind of weird, but okay. Different way to use him, at least.
I think his days are numbered.
Yes, I think they are.
I don't think he sticks around much longer. Don West is sporting a silky red shirt and tie.
Yeah. So now we're still under 10 minutes, and that was a very hot opening. One of the best we've seen in a couple weeks, I would say.
Oh, absolutely. No, now we're getting another recap video for the last several weeks regarding Sports Entertainment Extreme. So, you can't really do this type of stuff, but whatever. Sex sells. You can't live without sex. Tradition sucks. F the NWA. Bullet Bob, you suck. Sex sells.
Look at all sex shirts proceeds to help Vince Russo. Buy now.
Buy now.
Or Triple X will kill you?
Wow. Okay. Bob Armstrong, you suck.
It's kind of like, it's almost like elementary insults.
Oh, yeah.
Tradition sucks.
Yeah.
You need sex to live,
Dusty Rhodes, you're a poop head.
Literally. So now 2 weeks ago, Fat Man had what he's got to say. Do we think that Percy Pringle's going to show back up, or was that kind of it?
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him again.
So he played a really pivotal role in TNA of doing absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Well, you mean he knew he didn't know what he was doing. He was like, TNA was like, what are you doing here? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know why I'm here.
I'm just here.
Okay. Well, we don't know either. So if you could tell us, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
They just censored him saying shit, which is odd because.
Yeah. Oh, there's a friendly reminder of Pringle busted open.
Why are they censoring it? That's so weird.
I don't know.
As if they care. Maybe they were finally like, hey guys, we got to cut it back a little bit.
Probably. I get to pick all the challengers. There's Mr. Rustling, and led to Skipper pinning Dusty Rhodes. And remember, it was Nikita Koloff, which was a big disappointment for Dallas because he was like, whatever.
That was a bummer. Come on.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, you don't even appreciate his history, so.
Oh, of course I do.
You don't.
He was tag team partners with Dusty Rhodes. I learned that 2 weeks ago.
Right, but you never seen a match of it.
Maybe I have, and I just don't remember it because it didn't stand out.
Yeah, well, you're just continually insulting him, so that's okay.
I think he's great.
What is with everybody standing on the announcer table?
I don't know, but I'm telling you, it's literally made of solid concrete.
You know what would have been? You want to know what would be great? Now that I know that Rick Michaels brought that, if when Koloff was standing there, he just ripped it.
Well, I'm actually surprised he didn't, but maybe that makes more sense if he was like, "Please don't rip my magazine if you use it."
Right.
Oh yeah, remember TNA? Remember your heritage, Jeff? He's like, damn it, I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna be Stone Cold Jeff Jarrett tonight, and I'm gonna bleed, and Scott Armstrong looking jacked.
I forgot about Scott Armstrong fucking kicking BG James in the nuts. I would imagine we'll get a BG James Scott Armstrong match, right?
We gotta get at least one.
This recap thing is taking forever. It's like going on 3 minutes of this shit.
Yeah, this is very long. You could have cut out a lot of shit and like didn't need to show it.
I wish I could say I'm surprised that that's what they're doing, but I'm not.
And there's Raven, who was looking like a badass last week, by the way. I don't know why. He just looks like a badass right there.
Well, you know what? The guy comes into the ring, and there's 12 people just standing there, and he's able to hit the DDT, and then he just runs off.
Yeah.
It's a bit ludicrous that none of those guys would be like, no, you can't do that.
No, yeah, don't do that.
Who is it? From Brooklyn. Who is it?
I don't know. We're all we're seeing is the TNA girls, so. Oh,
Amazing Red.
Amazing Red.
I should have known when they said Brooklyn, but I didn't. All right, so we're about 13 minutes in right now, and we're getting our first match of the evening. We obviously started off with a Raven Jarrett brawl, which, like you said, was pretty good, and then we came to a screeching halt with a about near 4-minute recap video of sex.
Okay, so he's fighting Jorge Estrada. That's a killer.
Well, now I'm worried. Considering that promo with Goldilocks, is Estrada about to beat Amazing Red?
Oh, that would be something, huh?
Yeah, not something good. Oh boy. I mean, he still came out to the Elvis song, and he is still dressed up as Elvis.
Yeah, I don't really get it. I feel like they keep trying to get the Elvis thing off him, but it like just isn't working.
Yeah, I don't know why they're like relying on it so much. Estrada looks significantly bigger than Red, though I guess anybody would. Oh, jeez, springboard. He lands on his feet. Red with a leg sweep and a standing moonsault, but he misses it. Estrada with a roll up for a 1 count. Kip up, standoff, and the fans give the applause because that's how you're programmed.
Yeah, you're supposed to. When they stand off at each other, you have to clap.
Yeah, suckers. Even if it sucks, you're like, yeah, great. Oh, God, that was awful. Red just did an arm drag, but did not have Estrada's arm at all. And Estrada went for it.
Oh. Red with a fake out, dives to the outside. Oh,
kicks him right in the face from the apron.
Oh. Hey, speaking of the apron, it looks like, did we change up the ring skirt again? Like, it looks like leathery.
It does. It looks shiny.
Well, we did also switch up our graphics again already. Like, our transition graphics have like a white and then the TNA logo instead of like it's sliding across, kind of similar to what I've put up for our cover photos, but with our logo.
Right. Estrada dropping Red over the top rope, and then he misses a slingshot moonsault, bouncing off the top rope. Red dumped to the apron. Right hand. He's going to the top rope. What is he going to do? A 450 Hurricane. No. Estrada catches him with a hip toss neck breaker
thing?
Sorts. Yeah.
This match is out of control.
This action is nonstop. Can we get a replay from the truck, please? We need a replay. I'm concerned that we haven't seen a replay yet.
Mike Tenay is focused on other things. There's no time for replays tonight. That was a fun transition. It was like a flapjack into a what's it called? Boston Crab. Half Boston Crab.
A half Boston Crab. Now, what he should be doing is he should have his knee press up against the back of his head, and he would win by submission.
Well, no, dude, it makes way too much sense to do something like that. Okay.
No, he just let him get to the ropes. That makes no sense.
They were to the ropes within seconds there. Yeah, Russo's ready to offer the big bucks. If you buy a sex shirt,
did he hit him in the face with that?
Yeah, so Red went for a kick that looked like he was supposed to block a punch, and I am pretty sure he did kick Jorge Estrada in the face.
Yeah, I thought he was supposed to kick his arm, but by the way Estrada sold it, he fucking hit him right on the jaw.
Yeah. Irish whip, Red into the corner, up, and catches Jorge. Nope. It's over to the outside.
Springboard drop kick to knock Red on the apron. Oh, he's doing another springboard.
Hey, you don't do middle rope leg drops like Jerry.
This son of a bitch. Estrada just did a springboard twisting leg drop over the middle rope, trying to upstage our boy Jerry Lynn.
That's such BS, man. Hey, speaking of Jerry Lynn.
I was not expecting a heel turn by Jorge Estrada tonight, but that's just happened.
Yeah, but here we are. Speaking of Jerry Lynn, I mean, it's old news now when this episode goes up, but I don't know if you saw, Bob. Jerry Lynn just appeared on Impact Wrestling with Tony Khan.
I did see that.
And I was like, holy shit.
Well, Jerry Lynn. Where is Impact taping nowadays?
They are taping at a studio in Nashville, and I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
Okay.
Skyway Studios, maybe?
Well, because there's a lot of people that are speculating that Tony Khan continually appearing on Impact is a test run for him to become an on-air character in AEW.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that.
Now, to my understanding, Tony Khan has said that he would not ever be a regular on-air character for AEW.
He has said that. Never said nothing about Impact, though.
Right. I mean, that's not his programming.
Oh, Red, is he going? No. It looked like he was potentially going to go for Code Red, but Jorge stops it. And, hey, there it is.
Still hits it. 1, 2. Oh, let's try to get out.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting point.
I did see Jerry Lynn on Impact.
And he got involved.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I mean, not physically, but he grabbed Chris Sabin's leg, which caused Private Party to then win the match against Sabin and James Storm. So the fact that he even got involved got me super pumped.
You want to know? This is my prediction for that. That was a nice Northern Lights suplex by Estrada, by the way.
Yes, it was.
I think that there's going to be, you know how there was supposed to be that Blood and Guts War Games thing?
Oh.
Yeah, you know where I'm going with that. I think it's going to end up being Impact against AEW in that.
That'd be wild.
I think that'd be great.
I'm all for it. Hey, Red's on the top, and he's looking for the infrared, and he landed it. And then he hits the shooting, what does he call it?
A shooting red press or whatever.
Yeah. And he wins.
That was a really good infrared. Jesus.
Dude. Wicked good. Red Star Press. What the fuck? Mike Sanders casually walking into the ring with a microphone.
Hey, Estrada, remember that invite for sex? Well, buddy, you're SOL on that one. And he hit him with the microphone.
Called that dude?
I swear to God. Oh, okay, no, he's not. He's still recruiting him. Okay.
He needs an answer though.
Yeah. Why are you recruiting a loser? Oh, he told him to fuck off. Oh, he shoved him.
Oh, you little bitch. He slapped him, and then Jorge gave him a right hand.
Well, he's about to get probably destroyed by somebody, right?
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Oh, another. Well, here's fuck. Disco Inferno's back. He's hitting Estrada with a chair over the back several times now.
Oh, the director of talent development, Glenn Gilberti.
All right, so he's not going by Disco.
And he's not a disco guy. He's the director of talent development.
Right, he just broke the chair, by the way.
Yeah, it did. The chair is in the first row now.
You know, I think it's important for him to not go by Disco if he wants to be a serious, viable character. So to go by your real name is probably a good move here.
Yeah. So I can't hate that too much.
No.
I can hate that it's Disco Inferno, but that's different. Sending it back to Goldilocks.
So I've been right so far about each week there's been a debut or return or something. So there's a Glenn Gilberti return.
Yeah. Now, Goldie is with Bullet Bob Armstrong backstage here. What are you going to do? Tell us.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett's over there. Listen here, motherfucker.
Look, he's going to do it. Damn you, Bob Armstrong. He wants Raven and Russo in the ring. And Ron Killings is like, what are you doing?
You're missing one thumb. You want to miss another thumb, you son of a bitch? Ron Killings being Peacemaker. What's your problem? Oh, what's our next match?
20-minute time limit. Oh, that's our next match.
This music sounds like Ken Shamrock. I think it is.
What if it is? No. Sports Entertainment Extreme. David Flair. Why is he not coming out to the sexist theme song?
Fuck. I mean, oh wait, David Flair, my favorite. He's got Damien, and he's probably got a snake in there. That's probably what it is. He's got a python.
Dude, it literally looks like it's like a dollar store like cookie sheet. Like, what else is in that? It's
probably
flat.
it. Yeah. Maybe it's like a binder.
Oh.
With all of his dad's trading cards of Ric Flair.
Oh, poor Jerry Lynn. Poor Jerry Lynn.
This is I'm conflicted because these are two of my favorite wrestlers.
Oh, Jerry Lynn grabbed the bag and he's bringing it immediately into the ring.
Possession's 9/10 of the law. There's
Athena looking fine.
I like how you said that softly because your girlfriend's next to you. Chasing after David Flair.
Dropkick by Jerry Lynn.
It's so abundantly obvious that David Flair wrestles as if he's a trainee.
Yeah, he really does.
This is the way he runs the ropes and everything. It's not very confident.
No, that's a good way to put it. He definitely is not confident, and that's why he comes off kind of goofy looking too. You know.
Yeah, I actually looked up his stuff for his career when he came in. And shockingly, I think even up to like 2009, he had a couple of tryouts with WWE.
Wow.
Yeah, I know there's another one. I think there's one in 2006, and then another one in 2009.
Now, I like that he has to have a tryout. I think that's sort of funny.
Well, I don't know if they were tryouts or what, but they both took place in North Carolina.
That makes sense.
I would have to think is partially a tryout. You know, hey, has this guy improved at all in the last 4 years?
I actually just recently found something out that I thought was really funny, and I meant to say it during that Mike Sanders stuff, but it went quicker than expected as Jerry Lynn slaps David Flair on the outside of the ring. Mike Sanders apparently has like a DJ like party like business now. Like that's what he does.
Well, I know he was a stand-up comedian for a minute.
Yeah, he's like a comedian, and he is like, it's like you can hire like he like comes in DJs or like brings like a photo booth and stuff like that kind of party thing. I thought that was very interesting. I don't know why I didn't expect that, but
yeah, I don't know what I would expect him to be doing after that. He is a performer, So I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
David Flair with the ever exciting offense here. You crotched Lynn on the railing, and now he's just been chopping him. Because just like
the worst breakup.
just like his father, that's all he really does.
Oh, you're trying to get all the heat this episode. Harley Race and Junkyard Dog and Ric Flair just doing chops.
You tell me right now. You go. You know what? After this, go watch a Ric Flair match, and tell me that he doesn't do anything other than a fucking chop.
He goes on the top rope.
He gets slammed.
Yeah, usually.
All of his matches are selling, delivering chops, a knee breaker, a flip in the corner, and the figure four.
Well, can't really argue those points, so.
Exactly. Lynn just slammed Flair off the ropes, and now David's begging off. But Lynn doesn't care. He's going to pummel him with right hands in the corner. Spinning back elbow. Jumping back elbow. 1, 2. Flair's like, nope. I'm a former WCW US champion. You're going to have to do more than that to beat me. Jerry with more right hands.
6.
Lynn continues his trend of getting slimmer.
Yeah, he does look a little slimmer here, huh? Because he drops a leg drop down on David Flair.
The Hogan leg drop. That usually pins a Flair, but not David.
Well, that's probably why he did it.
You want to know one thing that David Flair has over his father?
What's that?
He never lost to Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
Burn. That's about all he has. So.
How's that feel, brother?
Yeah.
Well, did Horace ever lose to him? Maybe they bring... All right, Horace is a Hogan. So wait, what we need to do is book Horace Hogan and David Flair in a match.
No, we don't.
And I don't know what happens after that. Just book
we don't need to do any of that. Flair. Well, Lynn, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, figure 4. I think Flair was really making that more difficult than it had to be.
Using his father's figure 4.
Use the ropes for leverage, Jerry.
Well, he probably should, but he's not. Oh, this has got to hurt so bad. David Flair looks like someone just stole his ice cream cone from him, and he was a little upset about it.
He's whining about it. No, I wanted a nutty bar.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the referee goes down. Oh.
What's in the bag? Oh, Jerry Lynn's catching him, though. He's not going to be able to use it. Who's this? Ron Truth.
Ron Killings.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
He just hit. Oh, no.
Ron Killings maybe was going to hit David Flair, but hit Jerry Lynn, and now Ron Killings isn't checking on Jerry Lynn. He just walks away.
Yeah, he didn't really seem all that concerned about hitting Jerry Lynn with it. Well, I don't know how I feel about Jerry Lynn losing to David Flair. You probably could have picked anyone else to do that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, man.
That's disappointing. Now I'm bummed.
Well, don't worry, Mike Tenay got to talk with someone. I forgot his name already, BG James, but we're going to look at his history here first. Can you help me out, brother? So we're getting more recaps. We are still under 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're getting a reminder of BG James saying, I'll do what I can, Dad. And then he proceeded to not do what he can. And attacked Ron Killings, betraying his father to join Vince Russo.
Could you imagine? I can't. Look at him smoking cigarettes, and Scott's like, come on, brother.
Dude, tobacco, nicotine is bad for you, brother.
Hey, and look at that, Bob. We just hit 30 minutes right now, and we've seen about 5 replays. Okay, maybe it's been like 3, but whatever. You get the point.
That's all right. Last week, BG James almost beat Jeff Jarrett, but failed. What do you mean, no? He shoved his brother, and then Scott, I'm sure they're going to show, it was like, I'm tired of this bullshit. Took off his. Oh, he got shoved down. He's had enough. This is dramatic. Didn't you say Borash usually does this stuff?
I think that's who we found out. Yeah. So you got to have this like epic castle music.
Yeah. So we've seen Scott Armstrong kicking BG James in the nuts about 2 or 3 times on this show.
Holy shit.
What the fuck is this guy wearing?
Okay, so the interview's in the ring, first off. Let's start with that.
Yeah.
BG James is wearing a probably 3XL orange crew neck sweatshirt, it looks like. Maybe it's a quarter zip. But then he's got an orange hat with the front. It's like a fisherman hat with the front flipped up. He looks like an absolute fucking idiot.
Well, you know what? When you're not clean and sober, I guess this is the type of stuff you wear.
I wasn't going to make any accusations like that, but I mean, is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you had your creative differences with Jeff Jarrett. Oh, they went their different ways and they never crossed paths again. Hey, if you'd like to hear about that, we talk about it on IcoPod, and that's not really what's happening, but okay.
Oh. What does he mean they never crossed paths again? They were in the same company in WWF from 97 to 99.
He looks like he's like a shitty white rapper. Like he's Vanilla Ice's backup rapper. He's got his little tie thing on his chin. He's got the little side pieces. It's like a poor man's Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
I mean, this is bad.
I like how he's shitting on the real Double J gimmick from 96, saying that it sucked. As if he had to wait 7 years
to say that.
How do you feel about pretending to be a country singer? I fucking hated it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really relevant to what we're talking about today, but okay.
DX was a vehicle. It took him there. Here we go. Hey, that SEX, that's where it's going. A lot of people don't like to say it, but that's where it's going. I like the way Mike Tenay looks at people. As BG James says, his family is jealous of him. Of course.
He's always like, Tenay likes to raise his eyebrows and they're very like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like his body language very much is a question mark.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, he's got dolls made after him. And listen, if you buy action figures, wrestling figures, and you call them dolls, I want to slap you.
Yeah, they're figures. They're not dolls.
Yeah. I feel like my mom never called them that. I feel like that's like a mom thing too. Oh, you and your dolls. It's like, no, Mom, they're not dolls.
No, my mom always called them figures.
Yeah, like she knew.
Well, I mean, dolls are much bigger anyway. What is this?
Someone's yelling. Screw this.
Screw you.
Sounds like Scott Armstrong. Oh, yep.
Oh, God. Okay, I don't know if BG James sold out Madison Square Garden.
Oh, Tanay's like, okay, we're done with this interview.
Scott just went with a stretch there, suggesting that BG James was the sole reason why Madison Square Garden was sold out. What says America's Most Wanted has come to the ring. They're pissed about something.
Oh, yeah, they're pissed.
Is Chris Harris able to cut a promo without yelling?
No. America's Most Unknown Tag Team?
Yeah, that's what they were known as. But now...
Oh.
Yeah, now they're America's Most Wanted. That's like the first time I think they've said that.
Okay. I got it. I like that. That makes me kind of like the name more.
Yeah.
I just thought it sounded cool, but...
There's some background to the name. It's not just random.
Well, we would have never known that.
I'll tell you right now, we were watching John Walsh's America's Most Wanted, and we should be on that show.
So we're kind of going over. Yep, no one thought we could have won the titles, and then we did.
Yeah, but then you lost them.
Shh.
They've lost them a couple of times.
Now, can we just remind everyone, as Eric Bischoff says, you can tell when James Storm is going to lose a match, and last week it was pretty obvious they were losing the match.
That is very, yeah.
We didn't say it. Eric Bischoff said it.
That's right. Now, this doesn't look like a match, but he doesn't look happy.
No, but that's how I was thinking about it, because he looks absolutely pissed.
He looks kind of depressed.
Yeah, like defeated. Like they might have just lost their tag titles or something.
Right.
Vince Russo and Sex want to involve themselves in the tag team title picture.
I don't know how I feel about the constant, like, retelling of the story that we've just seen through 3 video packages already today.
Yep.
They're not waiting 3 days. We're not waiting a week. We want it right now.
They want the rematch tonight.
Well, hang on a minute. He said that they're not waiting a week for a rematch. But realistically, they lost it last week. And then today would be a week.
That's a good point.
So they did wait a week.
Yeah, they shouldn't have said that. They screwed up. Here's James Storm yelling now. They're the best damn tag team today. Wait. He says, Triple X, I don't care if there's 3 of you, 6 of you, or 10 of you. Well, wouldn't the name Triple X insinuate that there is 3 of them?
Don't worry about it. Semantics.
Sorry about your damn luck. And yeah, as the music plays.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's like, this microphone ain't working, even though we hear you.
Yes, it is, BG. Did you see he gave it to Sanders, and Sanders was like, it's working.
Yeah. Oh, shit, Bob.
What?
Fucking both Harris brothers are back. We only had Don for a while. Well, they never said that Ron was here, but here he is.
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, they're going to get lost in group sex. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Don, I think it is, just pushed Glenn Gilberti off of him so he could beat him up instead. And here is, hey,
Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, Rock and Roll Express. They've got chairs. They're here.
Look at that.
What an interesting duo here.
I saw the blonde. I thought it was Jarrett, dude.
Nah, Ricky Morton. I like Ricky Morton. Well, there goes that.
Are you shitting me?
They just fucking waffled AMW with the chairs. So Rock and Roll Express, I guess, turned heel. Oh god, what's Morton doing to Storm? Well, I think he just hit a DDT on Harris there.
I really did not expect that.
Oh god, Morton just smashed Harris on the shoulder with the chair.
This is a weird choice to me. To turn these guys.
You know, I agree with you. I want to point out, well, that was a good chair shot at Gibson, but Jesus Christ. Well, I was just going to say, like, Morton seems to be doing a pretty good job with the beating here, and then Gibson just is really awkward, and then he just fucking demolished Storm with a chair shot over there.
Like his face.
Yeah. I kind of agree with you, because if the Rock and Roll Express have joined Sex, or whatever,
well,
it's too much. These guys should be part of the tradition.
Exactly. How aren't they?
Right. I mean, I kind of could see Ricky Morton fitting in with Sex because he's kind of like that guy. He has that kind of vibe. I mean, after all, he does have like 12 children from 9 different women or whatever it is.
Wait, is that real?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's got a boatload. He's got a bunch. He's got almost an NBA franchise worth of children.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I don't get this though. Like, why they're supposed to be the tradition side? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I guess you know what they're spitting on tradition.
I would have played that one out a little longer, though.
It's Russo, man. This guy has no patience for storylines. He just does everything within 4 minutes. What is Mike? This is the 8th time we've seen Mike Sanders tonight.
Talk about overexposed.
God almighty. We just saw him in the last segment. He fucking tried to recruit Estrada. That didn't work out. Now he's going to wrestle a match.
Do you think that Vince Russo has any more of these sex shirts in our sizes that we could purchase from him?
I think we should tweet him from the podcast page and be like, Vince, you should set up a pro wrestling t-shirt and sell a sex shirt.
Well, he might have I wouldn't be surprised if he had one, but he definitely needs to sell that.
But he is born again, so I don't know if he would want to sell a sex shirt like that.
Was he born again in 2003 though, or no? He wasn't born again yet then.
No. No, it's not till I think next year.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Sanders is finally not wrestling in a shirt, but he's wearing a full singlet, which is also weird for him.
Yeah. He's taking on Ron Killings. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Oh, I don't know if we did either.
He's looking kind of big on the upper body. Sanders is. He doesn't look bad. He just looks...
No.
He filled out a little bit.
He's like, yo, S-O-L.
I wonder if Mike Sanders still has this gear for sex.
This is a very odd gear.
What did he, in WCW? What did he wore shorts, didn't he?
Yeah, he wore like the biker shorts.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Why was I thinking he was wearing like jean shorts?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did at some point.
Killings with some arm drags here. To control Sanders early. What is this?
Wheelbarrow slam.
Wheelbarrow front slam, yeah. 1, 2. Now I think this is the first time we've seen Scott Armstrong as a referee. What are the chances for tonight, at least? What are the chances for BG James to come out and beat the shit out of him?
I wouldn't be surprised with the way they cut off that interview. Something's up. What in the world was that?
Yeah, so Sanders just spun around on the mat and then kicked Killings on the knee?
Yeah.
Was he watching some Booker T tapes or something, trying to do like a miniature spinneroonie and then delivered a kick? I don't know. Kicking him on the knee again. Sanders is quite proud of himself.
Yeah, he's working the leg. He's like, yeah, he's S-O-L.
He's said that line, right? Already?
I don't know if he has in TNA yet.
I think he has.
If he did, I don't remember him saying it. I've used it on our social page because that's what he says all the time.
I'm surprised he's not on Twitter or nothing.
Not that I could find. If anyone knows where he is, let us know. But
I've been known to be able to find stuff better than you have.
There's been a couple things. I will not deny that, but I've done pretty good on the Twitter end. I've dug up people I didn't think I could dig up. Like, Quiet Storm.
Yeah, that's an easy one, though.
Really? Because I've never heard of Quiet Storm in my entire life until I did this podcast with you. So to find him on Twitter, I was pretty impressed. And he's even verified. He even has a question mark. How do we get a question? Or a
check mark.
A check mark. Whatever. You know what I meant. How do we get a check mark? We have a following. It grows on the daily. Hey, speaking of, would you call this a leg lock before I say that wrong? This is a leg lock.
Yes.
All right, so Mike Sanders says Ron Killings in a leg lock. They're not doing much. So, Bob, did you see who we got retweeted by recently?
No, I did not.
None other than the living legend himself, Larry Zbyszko.
Well, he's probably happy that someone's talking about him.
Oh, I thought you were going to be more excited about that. I thought that was really cool.
I'm not a big Zbyszko fan.
Oh, okay. Well.
There's a lot of Mike Sanders, I'll tell you that. Jesus.
Well, if it ain't the one, try typing in Mike Sanders SOL.
You know what? If I were to do that, I'm sure there'd be a surprising amount of tweets about that. I'll do it right
This
now.
match is very, very slow as Mike Sanders keeps working on the legs and the knees as he drops him down with a knee breaker. Is this not a Thunder match or what?
This is more like a Saturday night match, I think.
Oof.
There's definitely a few SOL Mike Sanders.
That's wicked funny.
I would have to think that if he was on Twitter, that Vince Russo would probably follow him, right?
I would think so.
Following. That'd take me forever to find that. Let's see. I'm not even really watching this match, to be quite honest.
Honestly, dude, I can't even talk about it because that little is going on. Now he's got a single leg Boston Crab and a pretty shitty one at that. On Killings, I should say. Sanders has it on Killings. I mean, there's just like not a lot that's happening. It's not a very good match. I gotta blame it on Mike Sanders because it's Mike Sanders. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is kind of killing me here, but.
So I Googled Mike Sanders.
Yeah.
But I came across a Vince Russo tweet about him on June 3rd, 2014.
Really?
Yeah. And it said, Mike Sanders was one of the most underrated wrestlers or entertainers of all time. Trust me on that.
Okay. I will.
I'm not sure if I'm going to trust his scouting ability.
Well, Killings just broke out and kicked Sanders back into the corner, but now Sanders kicked him in the leg, so now he's got control again.
So I think Mike Sanders at one point was on Twitter.
Oh.
And his handle was Mike Sanders NBT, but he's no longer on Twitter.
Damn.
So it's a deactivated.
Oh. Killings up for maybe a top rope like drop kick, I think.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
It was so quick.
Come on, Ron. Just finish this guy off already. Yeah, it's like our first replay of the night.
It really is, yeah. Oh, Killings off the ropes. Flying forearm. Oh, and throwing Sanders to the ropes. Up and over, back body drop.
Oof. Good elevation.
He's yelling, ah!
We're at 48 minutes and 26 seconds at this point, in case you're watching along. Oh, Killing's selling the knee here as he does a power slam. 1, 2.
Oh,
kick out.
So close.
We were almost done with this match.
Well,
I feel like Ron Killings has kind of been lost in the shuffle ever since he lost the title.
he really. Oh, shoot. He popped his knee or something. Yeah, I agree with that, man. He really has. Because where does he fit? These random singles matches, like where he's fighting with the NWA and stuff, like that's like nice and all, but like, what's it mean? Like, what's the point?
Yeah. See, now that makes no sense of the story here because he's selling his leg. He just did a split and then a heel kick. What is this? Jerry Lynn's out here.
Jerry Lynn. Oh, David Flair was ringside.
Oh, I didn't even know Dave. See, David Flair is so forgettable that you don't even realize he's there. What is that? Ron Killings is not. What the fuck? That wasn't a collision. Killings kicked him off the apron.
Yeah,
Sanders just pinned him on a roll up, though. Oh boy.
Well, that happened.
See, now I know I've been saying that Sex needs to win matches, but
not like this.
Not like this. I don't know if I'd be jobbing out Killings and Lynn to Sanders and Flair. David Flair. I don't know if I'd be doing that.
Killings and Jerry Lynn going face to face.
Killings is pissed about something. Oh, now they're shoving each other. I think Lynn was saying he's a professional.
Huh.
He just walked off.
Oh. Goldilocks is heading to the Sports Entertainment Extreme locker room.
This is never a good idea because every time she goes to that locker room, she gets hurt or something happens bad.
So she says, I thought I liked you guys. Talking to the Rock and Roll Express here.
Look at that, Mike Sanders in another fucking segment. Wow. Goldilocks boobs are not fake.
Well, according to Ricky Morton there. Oh, we're the first ones that came out to music. We're the first ones that had pyro.
That's not true. Wasn't the Freebirds?
I don't know. I feel like I have heard that it was the Rock and Roll Express.
Really? I thought it was a Freebird.
I don't know how accurate, but oh shit! Here is Bob Armstrong. Now you would have thought we were watching a retirement show, you know, with all the old people that have been on TNA recently.
This is actually a Smoky Mountain Wrestling reunion show that we're currently watching.
Okay, we're gonna find out who really can rock and roll. I think Bob Armstrong just gave them America's Most Wanted in a match.
Yeah, by the sounds of it. Oh fuck! Here comes AJ Styles, and I completely forgot about this.
Oh yeah, here he comes.
Almost an hour into the show.
Does he have a new shirt?
Is it?
It looks like
an X-Files t-shirt.
Yeah, it does. The X Styles. Oh, it is.
Oh my god, it is like the X-Files.
That's funny. I wonder what the back says. Zip it. Zip it. I gotta talk.
He's a polite heel. That's nice.
He says, what else do I have to do? Of course, this is referencing that he wants a NWA Heavyweight title shot.
Well, you probably have to do more than beating Larry Zbyszko in under 6 minutes. Realistic.
Why? He beat a former champion. He beat 2 because he beat Killings too. Not clean, but he beat him.
Yeah.
Zip it.
Just hush it. Lay it on the table one more time. What's going on? He's not with Mortimer Plumtree.
Interesting.
He's not with Vince Russo. TNA's not buying it.
The Mac Daddy of the X Division. Okay.
What the?
He's been there and done that. Now he wants to be heavyweight champion. He's over the X Division. Here you go. Be like this guy and bring a whiteboard to a wrestling show so you can change your sign.
I think that's smart.
I think it's funny.
That's true.
We do have quite a bit of talking segments on the show.
Well, that's how you got to get the angles over.
Well, I know, but like just standing in the ring alone talking is like a lot.
Yeah.
AJ Styles is my hero, and then it said AJ doesn't something. I missed the sign. He beat him twice.
When did he do that?
So he said he's not leaving here until he's got the heavyweight title, which, by the way, Raven still is holding. He wants it in his hand tonight. Oh, it sounds like Raven. You're not paying any attention, he says. He said, if you want the heavyweight title, you got to come talk to Raven.
All right, well, that's a good thing. I'm glad that they're actually making note of that.
Oh, he said you may want to consider going back to the X Division.
Sunday Night Heat caliber.
Oh.
Oh.
He said, is that a syringe in your skirt, or are you happy to see me?
Oh, wow.
Holy shit. Holy shit. He said, someone who looks like Elton John's life partner who's wearing an NSYNC starter kit.
Wow.
Styles goes, to not cause you any humiliation. Why don't you hand over that title?
Yeah, but AJ, if you get the belt from him, you're not the champion. You've just stolen it.
He just had made another heroin reference.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, Raven just laid down the title on the mat. Cross the line, AJ. Do it.
Okay, great.
Nose to nose. Heads are together.
You're going to kiss or something.
Raven shoves Styles.
AJ, just pick up the belt.
Well, referees come in after Styles shoved him, separating the two of them. And here's Jeff Jarrett.
Well, smart. The belt is just on the ground. Could we get a triple threat? That could be good.
Oh, dude, that'd be nice.
Oh, shit.
Stroke on Styles. Jarrett grabs the belt.
I thought I was going to hit him on the title. He's got it back for a second time. Okay, now if I'm Jeff Jarrett, I'm going to get in a car. I'm going to drive away. And then not worry about
it. Okay, so Jarrett's got his title back already. That was quick.
It's my world. That's not TNA. The championships are won in the boardroom because that's where the people make the decisions.
Well, they're not.
They constantly talk about board of directors.
Well, that's not who. They don't pick them that way.
Yeah, okay. I feel like Don didn't know what he was talking about.
No. Uh-oh. Bob's favorite.
Oh, fuck. Here's Larry Zbyszko. Great. He's in wrestling gear.
And Styles is still in the ring.
Yeah. He's like scolding him or something.
Styles goes, "What are you doing here?"
Borash is like, Larry, you got to talk into this.
Okay, he says it's a compliment. What he's saying to Styles is JB like awkwardly gave him a microphone.
Yeah.
So Styles doesn't have all the knowledge.
Zbyszko is really determined to be a manager of Styles.
Oh, that's a good point. You don't have the wisdom yet. Ask the professor. Oh, you can beat him 2 times, 3 times in 10 minutes. Uh-oh. You can have a red Safari or Ferrari outside your suburban house, he says.
Is AJ like crying?
I don't know.
What? Life doesn't get better than having a bunch of deaf mutes? What about you say? He said, "Yeah, well, I beat you, so." I did beat you, Larry.
He says, "I'll tell you what, Mr. Styles. Let's see if you can make your word good." Oh. Okay, so he said, "Okay, if you can beat me twice in 10 minutes, I will do everything I can to get you a heavyweight title shot."
I double dog dare you to fight me. What the fuck?
Do you
This
accept
makes
or deny?
no sense.
He said this. Oh!
Oh, he just got slapped.
A wicked hard slap.
Oh.
So Styles hits him. He says, "Okay, ring the bell." Okay, so we're at 1 hour and 26 seconds. The bell just rang. Let's see if this goes a full 10 minutes.
I mean, I hope not. I hope AJ beats him twice. I mean, there's no reason for Zbyszko to ever pin AJ Styles. Discus clothesline in the corner by AJ. God, this is something I just don't care about.
I can't imagine why.
A senton coming off the ropes by AJ.
Larry Zbyszko is definitely going to be able to get at least one fall or two in this match.
Well, see, what I don't understand is, so it's 10 minutes. If Zbyszko wins once, is it over or what? I don't understand.
I would say it has to be, right?
Is it a mandatory 10 minutes if he doesn't pin him twice? Oh.
Yeah, I would say Zbyszko could win if he does not pin him within 10 minutes, or if Zbyszko pins Styles.
Right. Zbyszko's got him all sorts of tied up here on the mat. It doesn't look like it feels too good.
No, this looks very painful. But Styles gets the rope with his leg, barely.
You know, the tips of his toes.
Oh, look at this. He's stretching him out.
It's like a stump puller by Doink the Clown type move here. I bet you AJ probably wasn't happy having his ball sack on the top of his head.
Well, that's a good point. Oh, Zbyszko throwing Styles off the rope. Tosses him over.
Oh.
Crucifix pin. Nope.
This match has been going on for about 2 minutes. They've kept a decent pace, I guess.
So far.
Full Nelson by Zbyszko.
Yeah, Zbyszko sees so much potential. He's like, you gotta beat me, and if you don't, then you're a little bitch.
Yeah, so if Styles doesn't do it, does Zbyszko become his manager or something? And then if Styles does win, Zbyszko's going to be the manager to try to get him a title shot? I don't understand.
It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird story. Because, like, why would you try so hard to get a guy a title match?
Well, yeah, that is weird to think about, right?
Oh, Zbyszko's cheating.
And mind you, he said he wasn't with Mortimer Plumtree, so we're probably going to see him at some point during this match.
Well, I would hope so. The poor guy is renting an apartment. And last time I checked, he showed up in June of 2002.
Yeah, so he's got a few months left on the lease.
Still got about 4 months on his lease there, yeah. Back suplex here. As Sarah is making turkey burgers.
Oh.
Yeah. In case you're wondering what the rapping noise is, it's her cooking.
Oh, Sarah. Tell her to come watch Larry Zbyszko and AJ Styles in 10 for 10
I'm not going to torture her into watching Larry Zbyszko and AJ Styles. I'm not going to do that. I've tortured her enough. I made her watch a Nitro before from 1999. She was like, what is this garbage?
The bullshit. Nitro was great.
She did not like it.
Zbyszko.
She preferred
Hammerlock.
She preferred Raws from 1994.
Oh, God.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, the Raws in the high school gym were better than the Nitros in a 15,000 seat arena, and the production being significantly better.
Oh, Styles sweeping out the leg. This is the super technical match. We just keep tying each other up. This is the best match I've seen all night.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm just joking, but
I would hope so.
Oh, he's like, you want to make a wish? As he's just twisting Styles.
Oh my God!
Pulling up in that leg.
He's gonna have his toes touch his head.
No, he's certainly trying.
Ugh.
Styles wants to tap, but no, he gets the rope again.
I would tap. I'd be like, Larry, if you want to be my manager so much, okay, God, leave me alone.
Yeah, fine. Leave me. Yeah, stop touching me.
I could get it.
So Mike TNA claims that they're keeping time in the truck. Well, so am I, and we've crossed over we're about 5.5 minutes ish.
Yeah, inside cradle here by Zbyszko. 2 count.
Yeah, Zbyszko's almost beating him 3 or 4 times, he says. Okay. We're slowing down.
Yeah, they most certainly are.
Zbyszko hitting Styles on the rope. Styles goes up, moonsaults, springboard moonsault, but he jumps over him. He does a DDT. So he did like his version of the DDT. Oh!
Oh, I pinned him once. And you know what? He took the Scorpion Death Drop pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
TNA wants an on-screen clock. Okay.
Oh, there it is. And
there we go.
wow, it's actually okay. They did that pretty good.
Yeah, usually in wrestling they'll kind of fudge it.
Yeah,
I would have laughed if it was like a minute and a half left.
Right.
It would have been like, it's not even close.
No, that's pretty good. I'll give him credit there.
3.5 minutes left in the match.
Zbyszko gets Irish whipped into the corner. Styles running at him. He goes for a splash, but Zbyszko moves.
Again, we don't know that if Zbyszko were to get a pin, if that were to end it, or if it's just a matter of age, if AJ can pin him twice in 10 minutes. So I'm assuming this has to go 10 minutes.
I'm assuming, yeah.
If he doesn't get a second pin.
Dropping Styles down, and Boston Crab.
Walls of Jericho.
It's a Boston Crab.
It's the Walls of Jericho. Oh, fuck. There's Mortimer Plumtree, so he is still in the company.
He's yelling at Styles, "Get over here!"
Yeah, he's encouraging him by get over here. And if AJ doesn't want him around, then why would he even have him? Why would he go towards him?
He just pretended to push the rope to him to help him get it, but like they have steel cable ropes, so they didn't really move.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything.
He just yelled at Zbyszko.
Yeah, saying you got extremely lucky last week. No, he's giving AJ something.
Oh, yep.
Brass knucks. They don't look like they're brass. Just looks like they're taped.
No, just a foreign object.
Yeah.
He dropped him. 2 minutes left.
Plumtree's on the apron yet.
He tried to throw powder, but he missed.
How is that not a disqualification?
It didn't hit him.
Yeah, but he tried. Oh, yeah, swinging neck breaker by Zbyszko. 1, 2. Oh, kick out.
This is Larry Zbyszko gonna beat AJ Styles. We're gonna find out.
You know what? If you were to tell me that in 2003 Larry Zbyszko wrestles a 10-minute match against AJ Styles, I would have called you a liar.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have bet on this one at all.
No way.
Okay, we're about a minute, 10 seconds as Styles hits a drop kick on Zbyszko.
A drop salt.
Drop salt.
Thank you.
It's still a drop kick, but whatever.
Yeah, but it's a drop salt.
1 minute. Plumtree has so much to lose.
Yeah.
50, 49,
AJ,
48.
I really like my apartment in Nashville. Come on. Oh, he's got a chair now.
As Plumtree he's lodging a chair in the corner. Very, very poorly.
Oh, yeah. No, he's got to fix that. Let's do a double down here with 30 seconds left in the match. Plumtree's still trying to get it figured out in the corner. He got it.
Let me secretly put the chair up in the corner. That makes sense. 20 seconds.
I don't think he's going to beat him twice.
Oh!
Well, after that, he's definitely not beating him twice. Are you kidding me? 6 seconds. Kicked out.
Okay, so time was up. Larry Zbyszko rolled for the pin at 4 seconds. I was like, there's no way the ref's counting to 3 right now.
No.
But Larry Zbyszko wins because Styles did not beat him twice.
What a ludicrous fucking match. So AJ pins him once in the 10 minutes, but since he didn't do it twice, Zbyszko wins.
Yeah.
What a ridiculous stipulation.
I don't get
Plumtree's
this, though.
freaking out.
Yeah. You son of a bitch. Look at him screaming.
I don't understand.
What's happening? They're all just standing there. Okay.
Like Zbyszko doesn't even know what to do. He's like, whatever. Who is this guy? Who's this guy freaking out about AJ?
Okay. Well, that was interesting. It was certainly 10 minutes. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that was something. Now we got our cage dancers. NWA Wildside TV taping February 1st, Cornelia, Georgia, at the NWA Arena, 8 p.m. And in case you're wondering, Lollipop is dancing.
Yeah, it's hard for me to focus. Oh,
that's her right
oh.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure Sarah's not watching.
Yeah, I was looking over my shoulder.
Goldilocks in the ring.
Oh, Percy Pringle's here.
Oh, he almost can't get through the ropes. Shit.
How you doing, Percy? I'm great. You see this shirt? It was white, but I bled so much, it's now red.
Literally. Oh, she did some research on Percy Pringle. So, really talking him up about being respected in the business and stuff.
Is he a pioneer? I mean, he was a pallbearer for a dead man.
Before that.
Oh.
So, first week of April, he's going to be in Las Vegas at the Cauliflower Alley Club. And if you don't know what that is, he's going to tell us right now. Premier club of talent in this industry. So he's really talking this up, and they're honoring him this year.
It was like it's a Hall of Fame, right?
Essentially, I know like Tony Schiavone's in it. He talks about it a lot. So
yes, he does. Yeah.
And I think like they'll help guys out if they need help and stuff like that too. So.
Well, that's good.
He says even the name Vince Russo makes his stomach sour. I didn't think anything could, but. And he says Vince Russo's never going to know what it's like to stand in front of all those legends and stuff at the Cauliflower Alley Club. He had the best of sports entertainment and the traditional style.
Yeah, they're the best of both worlds. Wow. So, did you know that at one? I don't know if it's around this time, but he ends up having gastric bypass surgery.
Oh.
Do you want to guess how much he weighed prior to getting that?
Oh man, 400 pounds.
525.
Whoa! I would not have guessed that.
He was nearly the size of Yoko fucking Zuna. That's insane. That's nuts.
Oh,
Tony Schiavone's here.
I didn't know this was on the show.
I thought it was later, to be honest with you. He's wearing a Kiss shirt.
He says he's wearing his Kiss shirt. He's got his cross, his highlights in his hair.
Yeah.
Watch you in World Class Championship Wrestling. He introduced him to Percy Pringle.
He's admired him. Bullshit.
Yeah, he said he was watching this 2 weeks ago. He goes, yeah, I've never seen someone kiss Vince Russo's ass as much as I saw you do 2 weeks ago.
What did he do?
Tony goes, stand next to me. I need to look thin.
Wow.
Said, well, I've been out of the business for 2 years.
Didn't they cover this show on What Happened When?
I guess they did, yeah.
Yeah. He's looking at Goldilocks. Is she the reason why he's been out of business for 2 years?
He goes, is your name Goldilocks? Isn't who's been sleeping in my bed? He's like, okay, so you do interviews, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. She goes, let me do an interview with you. How long have you been in pro wrestling? 5 minutes, he says.
I like heel Tony Schiavone.
Dude, this is awesome. He goes, why are you in NWA? He goes, let me tell you why. Goldie. Tits and ass. That's the reality of our business, he says. He goes, I don't mind.
Did you hear that?
No,
Some guy in the crowd said, eat her pussy, I think.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently she makes Pamela Paulshock look like Diane Sawyer. That's a fucking insult right there.
Yeah, it does.
A blonde bimbo like you should be holding something instead of this microphone. And Percy's like losing his mind now. TNA starts yelling.
I think Percy's probably like, yeah, I can't even find mine.
Well, oh, he just called Mike TNA into the ring. Hey, we haven't talked in a long time.
Oh boy.
Come in the ring, Mike TNA. Mike TNA, Tony Schiavone, longtime broadcast partners. He goes, I was responsible for driving Mike TNA around every WCW show. He said he called Mike TNA because he's got a couple things he wants to say. How's the family? How's Karen?
I love how this is turning into a feud between WCW announcers. Oh my lord.
He said when the TNA formed, this would be a perfect opportunity for him to get back in pro wrestling. He goes, I'll tell you why. And so he's insulting the fact that Mike TNA was not in the wrestling business in '83 like he was.
Right.
Here for the Horsemen, the Rock and Roll Express, interviewing Harley Race while he's writing dirt sheets in Las Vegas. He said that he did try to get in the door here. Jeff Jarrett never returned his calls. Claimed TNA didn't want to work with him. Crowd is chanting to shut the fuck up.
Oh.
As TNA's going against him. What do you mean I held you down? TNA says he went out of his way each and every week to make his job easier.
That's true.
He goes, you did a great job at that, but I want to talk reality. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
That's how he says it on this podcast. Bullshit.
He does.
Now they're pulling in Russo, costing them the job because TNA or WCW was gone.
Yeah, this whole
Baloney.
is annoying.
Yeah,
that's right.
There you go. Tony said that he jumped on the iceberg before it hit, or jumped on the Titanic before it hit the iceberg.
He jumped on the iceberg before the Titanic got there. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, it's hard talking and listening at the same time.
Yeah.
No! He said, you would have buried Hulkamania. You would have buried the NWA, the NWO. Oh, well, here's Vince Russo. I hear his voice.
This is ridiculous. Get over it, dude. WWE's been dead for 2 years. Get over it. You're in a different company.
Oh, Russo just pulled TNA back into the corner. He goes, he's got bullshit between his ears, Tony. Oh, he's trying to take the microphone from TNA, and TNA didn't let him. Look at the sign. Who cares?
Exactly.
The non-stop action has officially stopped, and it sure has.
Sure has. That's right.
Vince Russo's like, he doesn't care about your family or you not working here. Tells Mike Tenay to blow him. Says Tony doesn't need you. We don't stab each other in the backs.
I think Schiavone should join the company and be the sex announcer. So it'd be a 3-man booth.
Yeah, so do I. Remember your motto all those years? What is it? Any way the wind blows. Whoever's in charge, you're going to kiss their butt.
That's how it works.
I believe that if I could be making this up, but I think when they did this episode on What Happened When, they asked him about that and said it was just bullshit.
Right.
You're bullshit. He says, you've always been bullshit. Oh, in Atlanta, there's a guy named Scott Hudson who could do his job any day. It wouldn't charge the airfare from Vegas. So he's really digging. Says you're always about politics, never about performance, as Tony walks away with Vince Russo toward the sex locker room. Russo's... Oh, his mic came back on and he said, bite me. Okay.
Well, you know, I'll give him this. It was entertaining, but you have to get over this whole fucking bullshit about, oh, Russo's why WCW's dead. There's so much of a focus on a company. Oh, holy mother of God. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what. I don't know if I've ever actually watched this Tony Schiavone promo besides knowing the fact that he was here and did this.
Yeah.
And like I thought it was pretty fun. Like heel Tony's like, oh shit, he just said that.
Yeah.
So I was like all for that. Now, as we go to hey, there's the TNA graphic. We're going to see Sonny Siaki and Trinity stuff, I guess. Last week. Anyway, but what we'd all come to find out is that was Tony Schiavone's last appearance in wrestling until AEW. Well, MLW technically, if you want to get
MLW, yeah.
Back on TV and doing stuff till AEW. He I believe he said like backstage he told Vince Russo, nope, I'm not coming back. I'm done.
Right. Because I think Russo probably did want him for what I even suggested was to be like their announcer.
Yeah, and I bet they talk about that a little bit on the episode when they cover it. It's just been so long since I heard it, but it was a good listen nonetheless. So I'd recommend listening to it, especially because it's Tony's only appearance here in TNA.
So how many debuts have we had on this episode?
Oh, we had Tony Schiavone. We had the Rock and Roll, so we'll say that's 2, right? Disco, that's 4 now.
That's a return, but yeah.
Return, but
quite a bit.
Oh yeah, that's a decent amount. Uh-oh. A mixed tag team match up next.
Are we about to see Desire? Again?
Yeah.
Boy.
It's just Sonny Siaki's theme song, which was just playing that replay package, so for like 4 minutes straight.
Right. Exactly. Who?
So we got Sonny Siaki and Desire. Your current X Division champion, Sonny Siaki, with Desire.
Well, it said with Desire, not and Desire. So is she not wrestling?
Well, they said it's a mixed tag, but that's a really
Right.
good point. They should have said that, huh?
Is it a different partner? Athena, maybe. Probably not.
Yeah, okay. Here's your opponent.
She's feuding with Desire. That would make no sense.
Trinity and Kid Kash.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good point, because right there it said Kid Kash and Trinity.
Right.
Oh, look, they got in the ring together at the same time, taunted at the same time. The master and the mistress of Hurricane Rana's.
I'm pretty sure they're dating at this point.
What?
Yeah, in real life, yeah.
Oh, that makes so much more sense why they put them together. That's not as random then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Oh, okay. You can call this an X Division mixed match, is what today says.
What? Yeah, we need to see Desire in the X Division. Sign me up for that.
Arm drag by Siaki. Kid Kash with a drop kick.
Wherever Sonny Siaki goes, Desire will be there.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. It's like a reverse Death Valley driver.
I'm so thrilled by this.
Well, the thing is that these guys just fought like what? Last week? 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. 2 weeks ago, I think. Maybe it was 3. Regardless, they literally just had a match together.
Well, I'm finding myself just not invested in the undercard stuff.
Well, it's because right now the undercard is like, why is this a match?
Right.
I mean, Styles versus Zbyszko for 10 minutes isn't really that exciting. It's not like, oh, Red versus Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
Oh, Kid Kash going off the top, but Sonny Siaki catches him midair.
I'd be in favor of Kid Kash being the ex-champion if he were to beat Siaki for it.
Oh, me too. Okay, some really shitty looking kicks from both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's calling for it.
They're putting over Siaki as having a bunch of potential to be a world champion.
Okay, so springboard into like a, I don't know. He calls it the 130 edge, and I hope he never does it again because it did not hit him as Trinity moonsaults to Sonny Siaki on the outside.
Yeah, it was like his version of the coast to coast.
Yeah, but he like didn't hit him.
He didn't hit him well, no.
Oh, look.
That was a good moonsault though by Trinity.
Oh, it always is. Now, Don West just made a good point. He said it's not going to be girl on girl and guy on guy. Like anyone can fight anyone. It made it just seem like in this match,
Right.
which I personally like in intergender matches like that. So. Oh, Siaki overhead suplexing. It was like a into the
Northern
Lights.
suplex to counter a tornado DDT. Desire wants a tag. She wants a piece of Kid Kash right now. She's pissed.
She's gonna get it.
He's not about to hit her.
No, Kid Kash does not want to fight her.
No. There we go.
Tags in Trinity. Sonny Siaki like slapped her on the shoulder, and the ref's like, "Hey, watch it."
Oh, nice takedown by Trinity. She's got a cross arm bar.
Yeah, that was good.
Desire getting to the ropes.
Hey, we just crossed the hour 30-minute mark. We're at an hour 30 minutes and 12 seconds.
I like how Tanae's freaking out because she knows how to do an arm drag.
Well, because this is the first time she's doing something besides a moonsault, so.
Yeah, but a moonsault's more impressive than an arm drag. I would imagine she would know how to do an arm drag if she can do a top rope moonsault. That was a horrible kick that missed her by about 4 miles. Man.
Off the series of forearms. Okay, these two aren't doing a whole lot. Let's just grab each other, and I'm going to elbow you in the face. Okay, now get off me. Okay, bam! Holy shit! Desire just knocked Trinity down there.
1, 2. Well, you know what? She has this experience because she had that, memorable and lengthy feud with Dawn Marie.
Yes.
That was all dark matches.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's where she's picking up the skill from, for sure, I would say.
Yeah, there's a delayed vertical for a 2 count.
Desire's looking a little rough in this match. She's a little disheveled.
She's fine. She's doing good.
No, I meant like her hair was crazy. Like she was literally looking.
She's done better than the last match she was in.
Oh!
Well, Siaki dropping Trinity chest first over the top rope. Desire's thrilled about that.
She's like, yes, do it again. Now throwing Trinity off the rope, clothesline to Trinity by Siaki. Yeah, he don't care. He's like, I'm beating the shit out of her.
I feel like Trinity doesn't mind this stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I'm saying she doesn't mind the man versus woman wrestling, you know?
Oh, no.
I'm not saying she likes to get beat up. Oh, my God. It's an overhead.
Hey, everyone's got their kinks. I didn't know what you were referencing.
That's true.
Yeah, that was a nice suplex, even though it almost broke her neck.
That's right.
Hey, Desire's back in. Oh, wait, who's Athena's? Okay.
Hey, Desire, you can't rip off my pants if I'm not wearing pants.
The ref is pretending to not see that as he's literally looking at it happen.
Right at it. See, that's a horrible finish. Because, like you said, the referee was looking right at what was going on.
Oh, yeah.
Athena's trying to get some airtime here.
You might as well. The fans love her.
Yeah. Athena must be good in the ring or something if these people in Tennessee like her. Will they ever give her the chance to shine, though? Oh, Shivani's back. How about an insecure? How about a
What about insecure Hurricane? That was funny.
Your cliches, and he says insecure. Okay.
He goes, I'm taking this X Division belt and talking to the champ. He goes, Athena the slut. Did they allow her to interfere in all the matches here?
Oh, my God. Let's look at the hard camera here.
So down. Tony with the stick. Let's talk about your title match next week. Against Amazing Red. Okay. There we go.
He's like, what?
Holy shit.
Oh, Conan again with a kendo stick. He's beating the shit out of Sonny Siaki.
Oh my God, don't hit Tony.
Don't hit Desire. Wait a minute. So
Conan is looking like he's going to go for the X Division title. No, I'm kidding.
No, I hope not. That'd be horrible. Wait, I thought he was part of Sex. But he's just attacking everybody. Conan.
No. He's not. He doesn't have a contract.
Oh, fuck. He just told TNA, fuck you, you're the problem.
And here are the cops taking him out again.
Yeah.
Put him in jail and then he won't come back.
The one cop is laughing.
That's awesome.
He was smirking.
That one?
Yeah, there he is. He's trying to give a straight face, but he can't. He's like, this is so stupid. What the hell was that? No, Coley likes with Jeff Jarrett.
Now that you got your belt back, what are you going to do, Jeff? He's got his belt back.
As long as I'm the champ, people are going to be coming after me.
Does Raven attack him right now or what?
Oh, I don't know. I doubt it.
Oh, you're gonna regret the day you ever met him.
Well, then you're not friends then.
Back to you. Tag team action up next.
Yeah, now this is the main event.
What?
This is the main event.
Holy crap. We're in an hour 35:55, and we're at the main event. We're going to have some closing segment.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but like a fairly decent one, I feel like. There's no way this match is going 20 minutes.
I would hope not.
Okay, well, here are the Rock and Roll Express, who apparently are heels now and just turned. And
yeah, they turn their back on tradition. They're all about sex. But, I mean, they're wearing TNA shirts. So.
Well, I don't think that's a great idea. Yeah, they should have switched their shirts. And here come America's Most Wanted. And here they have their typical, let's book it to the ring. And then, well, we're going to get kicked.
They appear to be fine after the vicious chair shots they took. I don't know if I like that.
Well, that's how it goes.
AMW with stereo clotheslines and the Rock and Roll Express bailed to the floor.
After they just took a page out of their playbook, Tanay says.
Yeah, so it's important to know here that the Rock and Roll Express have joined sex, apparently. They're wearing TNA shirts, and they also have NWA tights on.
Well, the NWA tights are kind of killing me, too.
Yeah, they've doubled down on this whole...
I'd like to also point out, I didn't think I was going crazy, but they both, Rock and Roll Express, both have the same shirt on, but Robert Gibson is backwards.
Yep. Sure is. Sure is. See, now when they came out originally, I thought they were different shirts, but then
so did I.
But now I realize that it's the same shirt, but they just have it on differently.
It works, I guess, but what?
That's great. We have Morton and Storm starting off here. Storm with the clothesline, the counter. I don't know what you would call that. Probably was going to be a hip toss attempt at the end of the day. Oh, super kick there by Storm as well.
Tags and Harris. They're both Irish whipping Morton over into the corner. Assisted Irish whip by Harris to Storm. Now he's going in the corner. Now he's going to bulldog him. Bam.
Bam. There you go. Gibson's like, that's my cue. He got drop kicked over the top to the floor.
These youngsters.
The Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the young hired guns.
Revolution. The only, what's it say? The only what?
The only something.
I'm trying to read the front of Robert Gibson's and the back of Ricky Morton's. Oh, man.
Well, I wonder... I mean, evolution in WWE was a thing at this point, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, right? I think so.
Yeah, I think it definitely was. Triple H. I know Triple H and Flair were at least in the group. I don't know if Batista and Orton had joined yet. Harris with scoop slams on both men.
Tags in Storm. Holding up. Oh, missile drop kick.
Don West thought they were going for the death sentence. That's not how that's set up at all. A double clothesline on Gibson.
I really think that America's Most Wanted needs to win this match.
I mean, I don't see the Rock and Roll Express being regulars in TNA, so they probably shouldn't win this.
Well, not even that. I was thinking that as well. But then, who knows? There's always that chance. But also, I feel like Sports Entertainment Extreme has really had the upper hand tonight. So I think we need one. They can't all be. I mean, I guess technically Sonny Siaki's, they just lost, but.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, Sanders beating Lynn and stuff. I don't know. I just feel like they need to win.
Sanders beat Killings and Flair.
Jesus.
Beat
I was
Lynn.
thinking Flair beat Lynn. Well, because I got confused with the last week.
Oh, Storm got sent into the ring steps by Gibson, I guess. Rock and Roll Express, I believe this is the gear they wore when they appeared on WWF Raw in 1998. So it's nice to know they haven't changed that gear much.
Well, that's good. Did they wear one WWF shirt backwards as well?
I mean, probably. Storm hammering away on Ricky Morton. We should have paid attention to James Storm when he entered to see if he was happy or not.
Oh, I forgot. They ran too quick.
They ran to the ring, so we can't really tell. Morton with a clothesline to keep control. 1, 2. No, Storm kicks out. Here comes Gibson. Did you know that when Robert Gibson is driving, he doesn't have to turn his head to see if a car is coming by?
I'm ignoring that comment. It's rock and roll, baby.
Or when he's driving, he doesn't need to do a turtleneck to see the crash. He's just can drive. Like, oh wow, that's unfortunate.
It's fucked up.
Or I say a rubberneck. What am I talking about?
Back elbow to Storm by Gibson. He saw that one.
Well, you can never sneak attack him either, because he can see it coming.
Fuck.
I mean, I'm telling you, go watch any Rock and Roll Express matches. He's not going to get attacked from behind.
I believe it. Ricky Morton's back in the ring. Sunset flip by Storm, but like Robert Gibson's like talking to Scott Armstrong like he wants to buy cotton candy from the guy in the crowd, but and he distracted him.
Now, if Robert Gibson was the referee there, he would have seen the cover attempt and turned around real quick.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. He did not get enough error to go over the top rope. Oh, he dropped to the nuts.
No, he said it, upper. He's like, yeah, I did. It definitely wasn't his nuts.
It was definitely his nuts. Did you know that Robert Gibson wrestled in ECW?
Is this a real thing or is this a joke?
No, they did. And Ricky did as well. In 97, I want to say, 96, 97.
I don't know if I did, but I guess that doesn't really surprise me.
Well, here's the thing. So I reviewed a ECW house show for Wrestling Recaps. It was October of 98, right? And I pop it in, getting ready to watch it. And like Tommy Rogers comes out, and Tommy Rogers is a pretty good wrestler, and he was an ECW regular. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm thinking, okay, he's going to fight Chris Chetty or something. No, it's fucking Robert Gibson at an Alabama ECW house show. I was like, okay.
That's so random. It
was bizarre.
I feel like they're one of the teams. They've literally showed up in every company.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were going to be at Excite.
Well, yeah.
But then the pandemic happens. That never happened. And to be fair, whoever they were to wrestle there, it would probably be horrible. And not because of Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Rather the talent that's involved with that.
It'd be that Ring Crew Express team that's literally garbage.
Oh my god, yeah.
We've really slowed down the pace in this match, man. I mean, this is slow. Double clothesline by Storm to Rock and Roll Express.
I mean, what do you expect? I mean, the Rock and Roll Express at this point in time are probably what? Mid-40s?
So? They're having more fun matches in 2020. Doing Canadian destroyers and shit.
True. That's true. Getting thrown off stages.
Yeah.
The left-hander. Is that a new nickname for Chris Harris?
I didn't know he did a left arm lariat like that, so.
I don't know either.
I guess he's punching with his left. He might be left-handed.
He is left-handed, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. Okay, so I feel like Morton was trying to do like a whirly-bird thing, and then Gibson didn't do it, and then he fell before. Death sentence on Morton. That can be it.
Why
what was that?
Bro.
What is going on? Oh, here's Skipper. No, he just hit Storm with the belt. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Morton just pinned James Storm. Chris Harris is pissed. Well,
Okay, hold on.
cheap finish.
I'm kind of speechless with how shitty that was. And here's fucking the disciples of the new
Why
church.
in the hell? Why is the new church attacking Ilk Skipper? What does they have to do?
We haven't seen them in weeks.
Okay, Brian Lee with a big boot to Skipper. What is the point of this?
Tag team titles. They're the champions. They want their titles back. Brian Lee with a top rope knee drop. That looked pretty nice.
All right. Well, Don West is saying that they're going against Sports Entertainment Extreme, but I mean, they were never part of it. The New Church were always seen as a different group than the other two, right?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. They're chanting evil in the TNA Asylum. Did not expect them to have a face turn all of a sudden, but here we are.
I'm okay with it.
I think you can get it behind them. They're like brawlers. Yeah. They're kind of all over. Why not?
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, I'm figuring Tenay and West are about to do a rundown for next week.
Yeah, and they're going to get cut off because something's happening because we're only at an hour 46 and 55.
Yeah.
Sit down interview next week with Conan.
Hey, Tenay, you want to feel my shirt? All right, that's enough. That's enough, Tenay.
Okay, 4 corners elimination match next week. Jerry Lynn, The Truth, Mike Sanders, and David Flair.
Oh.
And yeah, you heard it a few minutes ago. Amazing Red and Sonny Siaki for the X Division title, which I'm excited about that.
Well, Red's had title matches before, hasn't he?
Slash and Brian Lee are going to take on Triple X for the tag titles.
Wow. They quickly made that a match.
Wait a second. We got... Hey! Oh, hey! Wait. There's a camera in the 6 o'clock. Something's going on with that.
Hey, it's Shivani.
Thank you, David Crockett and Johnny Weaver.
Oh, what's the match? Yeah.
So Russo's talking about... Bob is choking because he can't believe it, but Russo said Raven versus Jeff Jarrett next week, but Raven says, I want it now. And he said, if you got any kind of balls and stuff, and here comes Jarrett.
Of course, nobody in sex is going to be able to stop one guy, right? Is that what's... okay, great.
That's okay. They just spilled out, and now more garbage cans.
I like how Sonny Siaki hid in this bathroom stall. That was nice.
Look at Raven.
Trash can shot, chair shot to the back, wasn't even folded up.
Oh. They're on the broadcast table.
Break the table. No, damn it.
Raven dives over the table to try to get away.
They're not even brawling in the crowd, Don. What are you talking about?
Oh, my God. And here's Russo holding Jarrett. Kicks Russo off.
Oh.
Low blow by Raven.
There you go.
McMahon feels talent and
DDT, even flow. Wait a minute.
What?
How was the title in there? Jarrett didn't have the title with them.
I don't know. Maybe he came through the crowd or something, like through the ring area and left. I don't know why you would have, but Russo's getting a table.
Well, he did a superplex earlier in the show.
Damn it, Jeff Russo, you fucking oh my god.
Okay, Vince. Yeah, he doesn't know how to. There you go.
Making Raven look like an idiot trying to pull the table.
Yeah.
I'm having deja vu, Bob.
It's gonna do it again. Is Raven about to leave Jarrett Lynn? Really? Or is he going to do a DDT?
I think Jarrett's gonna. Oh, yeah, DDT would be nice.
Well, this looks like it's doing.
No.
Nope. Superplex.
Yeah, I was afraid of this. Though Jarrett's reversing. I went through earlier. It's your turn.
Yeah. Oh,
Drops Raven through the table.
First.
Hits Raven with the NWA title. Give me a microphone. I gotta talk before we go off the air.
I feel like somebody else is going to come out.
So do I. So Russo's taking off his jersey. He's about to get in the ring because. Oh,
AJ, here we go. Kick from behind. Was the AJ Raven thing a swerve? The stroke onto the belt by AJ onto Jarrett. Is he going to steal the belt now? Yeah.
Styles holding up the title, kissing it. Is he about to leave with it? What kind of looks like he is.
Wow.
And he's not going to Russo's locker room, by the way. He's leaving through the stage. What's going on?
This is definitely turning into a 3-man feud, and I'm not against it.
No, dude. I'm actually getting more hype the more I think about it, like a 3-way match.
Yeah.
So Jarrett's like, we gotta go. Oh! Russo gets in the ring, pushes him and yells him. And Russo's yelling for Raven as we go off the air.
Yeah, so the runtime on that was 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 23 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to say that, wrestling-wise, it's not great, but I would say the segments make it decent.
That's what I'm going to say. So, I don't know. I was thinking about it the last couple minutes, and then, of course, Raven comes back on. I gotta stop. I gotta put my Raven bias aside, okay? Not every show is a good show because Raven is on it. Okay.
That's true.
I just gotta say it. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
But for me, realistically, is this a thumbs up show? No. I'd say it's pretty average.
Right.
So for me, it's definitely like in the middle. I think, like you just said, the segment saved it just enough to make it not a bad show, though.
Yeah, so I'll say decent, like a thumbs in the middle type of match.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, and I think that's pretty fair. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. Next week sounds awesome.
Well, what makes it sound so awesome?
I think the tag team title match between Triple X and New Church is going to be really good. If Raven and Jeff Jarrett actually end up having a match, I'm all for that. And then
that would be pretty good.
Red and Siaki, if those 3 matches happen, that's a pretty damn good show.
Well, what about the 4-way elimination of Ron, Sanders, Flair, and Lynn?
So that interests me a little bit because what is going on with Ron Killings right now? Like, is he against turning against the NWA? Is he going to join Vince Russo's side, or what's going on?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And that's kind of what kind of interests me about that. I slipped up even who was fighting tonight because those 4 people keep intertwining with each other. So it's just confusing the shit out of me. So that in that case, I'm a little annoyed that we have to see it again. Them all in the same ring is what I should say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That match, I don't know. There needs to be something for it. What's even the reason it's happening?
Well, if I've learned anything in Vince Russo's TNA, there's never has to be a reason for anything to happen.
No, that's part of the fun, though.
Well, yeah. I guess you don't really know whatever is going to happen.
No, we don't know shit.
Mystery. No. So it looks like most of the matches that we're going to get next week have been announced. I'm not going to reveal the other ones. that apparently will be taking place.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, this was a better showing. There's definitely interest in the Raven Jarrett Styles saga. That definitely has my interest, so that'll be fun. I mean, I always like watching the Rock and Roll Express. I don't know how long they'll necessarily be involved, but that could be fun to witness as well. Their little run here. Is there anything else for this episode we got to talk about or no?
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like besides like the Raven stuff, not a whole lot happened. So yeah. I think we. I mean, I guess I'm interested to see what else Kid Kash is gonna do. I think that's probably the only other like interesting thing. But like, nothing major happened with him even on this show. It's just a matter of when's he going to be X Division champion? Because he probably should be.
Yeah.
So I mean, really, besides that, and
he's definitely next in line for it. I would have to think.
I think so too. But if Red wins it next week, are they going to put a face Kid Kash against Amazing Red? I don't know.
They could.
I mean, I don't see why not, but I'd be curious to see if they would, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how long Kid Kash will even remain a face, to be honest with you.
Well, it's really because of the Sports Entertainment Extreme storyline. I mean, that's really it.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really come across as a babyface to me at all. So.
No, I agree with that. So I don't know. I think things are starting to pick up a little bit. We kind of got to get back to some good match stuff, though. I think that's where we're kind of slacking a little bit, but we'll get there. I think realistically, we need to get past the Sports Entertainment Extreme versus NWA storyline. And I think once we get past that, I know that sounds bad, but I think it's really just the people who are involved, like Mike Sanders, David Flair. I mean, like these people they're not going to have quality matches that we were seeing a lot with a lot of these X Division guys and even some of these tag team stuff. Like it's just not the same kind of talent.
Yeah, in that regard, the in-ring is naturally going to take a hit.
For sure.
So that I completely agree with. All right. Well, I don't have anything else for this episode. I'm looking forward to next week.
Mm-hmm.
Raven certainly really helps out this show quite a bit, I would say. So
absolutely.
Dallas, you got anything else or no? You good?
No, man. I think that pretty much covers it for this week.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you watched along, hopefully it kept your interest. Tony Schiavone, hopefully will. Well, I mean, we know he doesn't, but it would be pretty cool if he did.
Hey, I'm all cool for like a little surprise, even if it's just like a pre-tape or something that we randomly see that we didn't know happened or something.
Yeah. All right. So I guess until next week, where potentially we will have a Jeff Jarrett Raven match, which if I'm stuck in 2003, I would be like, okay, I'm going to give you my $10. So they better fucking deliver what they're advertising. But until then, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.